the splash screen at this point. Because we're kind of... Oops, that's not the right source for today. It's this source!
Are we
this
sourced?
Source! We're sourced.
We're sourced. Hello!
We are here with John for a very special occasion.
We are very special.
I have invited John to come on the stream and teach me how to play One Deck Dungeon because clearly I don't know how to play.
Yeah, that's not a game you know.
No, we're here for a very special occasion. Before I do that, let's introduce the stream. Hello and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by Dolphin and guest starring Migrant P today. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at LewDolphin21 on Twitter, and on Twitch and YouTube it's LewDolphin. No digits.
No digits. I'm just waiting for it.
And you can follow Migrant P at Migrant P on Twitter and Migrant P on Twitch, Migrant P on Instagram. Migrant P is his address as well.
Never any digits. Yeah, the front door just says migrant and it's a permanent P.
I could see you like signing up for an apartment. They're like, all right, we got you room M. And you're like, can I have P instead? M just won't work.
Yeah.
Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, and Aeon's End are available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. Spirit Island is available on Steam and will be available for iOS and Android tablets later in the year. You can find more information on those games at Handelabra.com. So why are you here, John?
I don't know. Reasons.
All right, well, let's just go ahead
and
start a new game.
New stuff.
Wait, what is this flashy thing on the left? Choose Fiend.
Shiny. I'm gonna pour myself some vodka because why not?
We are here with Abyssal Depths, and in addition, we have 2 extra heroes. I almost said mages. 2 extra heroes. This is not Aeon's End. They're not mages. They're heroes.
That's right. So, if anyone is wondering, I think it has been talked about a little bit. And oh, I'm losing the audio. I don't know if I need to hear the audio of the game, really. That's the thing you don't need to send.
Weird.
Sort of
OBS has not dropped a frame yet, which is interesting.
It's Parsec sending that audio, isn't it? Right? That's the thing.
Should be. Yeah.
Yeah, OBS is good, so that's all right. That's just Parsec doing its thing then. Maybe, I wonder, just before I get into it, I wonder if I can tell Parsec to just not have sound. Oh, I can, but I have to, like, press a button. Sound off? Oh yes, blessed sound off. Okay. But then my mouse cursor is gone.
You lost your cursor?
Well,
You selected Dragon's Cave before you did anything.
All right, now I have the cursor back. Okay, Dragon's Cave.
Okay, good.
Whatever. Okay, it's just hard to concentrate with like the music being like.
Yeah, for sure. Understandable.
Happy to have silence instead and just Dolphin speak. You can
as long as speak word time.
Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, Abyssal Depths is a new One Deck Dungeon expansion that in theory was supposed to be available on the tabletop already, but due to pandemic 2020 fun times, we decided, well, we were going to work on it anyways, and we decided to focus on it for the digital version, and it's coming out on the digital version first. It includes 2 new heroes, the Aquamancer and Dragoon, as well as fiends, which are a brand new mechanic. This is basically, you can play any dungeon in heroes like normal, and you add a fiend that is extra challenge boxes and effects, negative effects and positive effects, depending on what you do. And that follows you through the entire dungeon until you get to the boss, at which point it runs away because it's just as afraid of the boss as you are. And so, yeah, there's 6 different ones to choose from, and I'll leave it to you, Lude, to take your pick.
Yeah, so I have not actually played more than half a game with a fiend, so I don't really know
Well, you can
which one is easy. Well, yeah, obviously, but
so fiends start out at level 2, and all the specs at that level and below are active, and then on the next floor it goes up to the next level, or like resets to level 3 on floor 2, level 4 on floor 3. Which is pretty bad on most of them. Like, all small boxes are increased by 1. Yikes.
Or add an armor to all large boxes in each combat. Luckily, or in each combat, always add a heart or time to consequences.
The third floor doesn't last that long, so I think they don't really affect you too much, but it is terrifying. And so during combats and perils, you can add dice up to the fiend, as you'll see, in order to complete the challenge boxes, and then you can confront it to get a bonus and reduce the threat level. So yeah. So
the difficult part is the fact that the dice you place on these challenge boxes will stay on there until you confront them. So you could partially fill it up and then, finish your dungeon or your encounter, and then you start the next one, but you're out of strength dice because you placed 3 of them on here already.
Well, take
so
a look
at
be very careful, for example. Hope you like strength dice, because you're not going to have strength. Of course, you can put heroic dice up there too, but yeah, it brings dice management to a whole new level. But also, like, one of the reasons Chris came up with this was because often, as you get good at the game, you end up with, like, I totally beat this skeleton and I have 6 dice left over. What am I? I just feel like I'm overkilling it. And so this gives you a way to use those dice for a lot of the game.
Indeed.
Yeah. So I'm good for anything, basically.
The gray boxes, by the way, can be filled with any colored die.
Yeah, gray boxes, whatever you like. So, and you can play these in Gauntlet too, because you get extra check marks if you defeat with a fiend. I think there's a whole help page about it. Yeah, you get extra check marks, so there's sort of a risk reward element to that, right?
Reaching a boss is worth 1 bonus check mark for hero progression, 2 if on the difficult side. So in addition, there's a difficult side. Extra difficulty.
Extra scullies. And the scullies will mainly increase the numbers at the bottom from the regular, but also some of the effects are worse. Like they'll do more time or more damage or things like that. So we'll just play on normal, probably.
Yeah.
I
just want to see which ones have changed.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Endless Kelp, threat level 1, all wide boxes get increased by 3 instead of 2.
Yikes. That is especially rough on dungeons that have a lot of wide boxes on their dungeon effects. Because then it's just like, oh, you've got an armor box that is 13 on every fight. Have fun with that.
Reflection seems pretty innocuous.
Yeah, let's try. I don't know if I've really played Reflection a whole lot for whatever reason. So
on floor 1, we start with only converting a heroic twice per encounter and adding an extra heart if the encounter's consequences include 2, which generally don't affect things that much. Heroics are probably going to be a bit problematic sometimes, but we can plan around that. And then when we get to the next level, we will forcibly convert items to skills after exploring if we have more items than skills, which is not really that detrimental other than we lose dice, but we get experience, so... But then on floor 4, armor to all large boxes, what?
Floor 54.
Or I say floor 4. Floor 3, threat level 4!
Next, someone's going to be like, can I play with 2 fiends at once? I mean, on the tabletop, you can. Good luck.
These are basically the adversaries of One Duck Dungeon.
Kind of,
well,
yeah.
Not really, because they don't level up, but... Well, I mean, they kind of do.
I feel like we should bring, like, one of your, like, super swole checklist heroes and then one of the new heroes.
So Kalyana? I don't know. Kalyana is a bit too OP, but I don't remember which other one is super developed.
As long as they
a
have
lot of ones that are heals.
Just like one focus and
Mist is pretty OP too, but is also fearless.
Yeah, Mist is OP like to begin with. She's so good. I take the Rogue. The Rogue is classic, right?
That's like the icon of the game, right?
Yeah.
So that gives us agility dice. Which, by the way, since we have reflection here, we do have to keep in mind what we would need for here, but it's pretty well spread.
For reflection, yeah.
Yeah, mostly
Does
wild
Rogue have
plus some
anything but
fours. Nope.
You've been focusing on hitting the.
It's not even a super swole one because I haven't played Rogue that much.
We'll get her first aid for next game.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'll play Rogue, and then you can pick one of the new heroes for yourself.
Right, so that's agility focus mostly. So these other ones are not agility focused.
Yeah, if you play both of them together, it's not very much agility.
So which one do we want here? In a two-player match, these skills are slightly different. Aquamancer's thing. I guess we could introduce these heroes for those that have never seen them before.
That's true. This is the beta testing function here.
So I can mark all the boxes here. It's like, all right, so let's mark them all. Great, fantastic. I also got an achievement for doing that. Whoops.
That's fine. You're a beta tester. You can do that. That's why their buttons are there. Aquamancer. What?
Is there a way I can reset achievements because I don't want to have that for my... Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter.
You just got the achievement. Deal with it.
Deal with it. Yeah. Okay, I just cheated my one deck dungeon vanilla playthrough, but whatever.
We'll verify that you didn't click mark all boxes at any other time.
So Aquamancer, to begin with, has 2 strength, 1 agility, 4 mana, 5 health. Her heroic feat, I can never pronounce that word. I always say heroic, but it's supposed to be heroic or something. Tsunami.
I mean, it is heroic feat.
Heroic. Roll any or all of your dice stored here. You store 6 heroics here at the start of each floor and 1 heroic when you level up. So it's just the heroics. It's a pool of heroics that doesn't replenish unless you level up or descend, which is kind of interesting.
Yep. And this is the 1-player side, I think, actually.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to show the 1-player first and then the 2-player. And her innate skill is Bubbles, Water Spirit. Spend 3 mana to either roll an agility and a strength or a heroic and a mana.
And you can see Bubbles actually there in the picture behind her, behind the beta testing box. That's Bubbles.
When we get into the game, we can probably see it a little better. Yeah. Dragoon, on the other hand, has 4 strength, 1 agility, 2 mana, and 6 hearts. Heroic skill Stalwart. Roll all of your dice stored here. You may store any number of dice from your pool here at the end of each encounter, max 3. So it's an interesting one because you can actually store not heroics here. You can store strength and mana and stuff.
The Dragoon is strong.
And the skill is Trident. Discard a die of value 4+. Gain 3 1s matching its color. Which I've looked at and I've thought about, and I guess it's more for being able to match other skills' colors.
Yeah, it's really about if you're like a skilled hero. It's very valuable for that. I think I haven't talked to Chris about it, but like the heroic feat is so good that I think it's okay that the skill is not as good. Like,
indeed,
the heroic feat on the Dragoon is ridiculously good. Like it's like Mist is like you just always get a heroic die. Dragoon is like you just always get 3.
Yeah. And as DF puts it, more dice is harder to get than bigger dice, indeed.
Yeah, that's true. And, you know, quantity of dice, if you have, like, Trident and Cleave, then, like, you're getting a whole bunch of 2s, which is
I mean, isn't there...
cases.
There was some skill that was, like, spend 3 agility dice to get a heroic 6. Trident makes that a lot easier.
There are a bunch of skills, yeah, that are take 3 dice that like I almost never take because it's hard to justify taking them. But yeah, Dragoon maybe that's part of why Chris designed it that way, is for using those skills.
All right, now the multiplayer variants of these. Aquamancer's heroic feat is reduced to 4 heroics at the start of each floor, but you still add an heroic upon level up, or 4 upon descending. Water Blessing is the new skill. It's an auto skill for perils. Roll a heroic and then reduce it by 1 for every 2 dice stored on Tsunami. So
yeah, so the more you use your heroic feat, the better that gets.
Indeed. And then Dragoon. I'm trying to right click, it's not working. There we go.
It's hard.
Stalwart is reduced to 2 max. And instead of Trident, we have Forked Strike. Reduce a die of value 4+ to 1, but you and your partner each gain a 1 of its color. So, kind of a Trident, except your partner gets 1 of them.
And it's 1 less. Well, actually,
it's the same number of ones.
Well, on the one player you get 3 dice, but do you discard the die on the other side? I can't remember exactly. Or do you reduce it? How many dice do you end up with? Like this one, you end up with 2.
This you end up with 3 here. You discard so and then gain 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other one
unless there's some fiend that says dice cannot be increased or reduced, but that'd actually be too OP then.
I don't think that there's an encounter that says dice can't be increased, but I don't think anything says they can't be reduced. Which would be weird, because like, okay.
I know, right? What would that do?
Thanks for not letting the dungeon reduce my dice or whatever. Like,
all right, I think I'll take Aquamancer.
Cool.
I think.
And I'll take, instead of Force Bolt, maybe something more.
Don't ask why there's Force Bolt there. I think I was clicking randomly or something. Oh, is it just default? Okay.
I like Precision. Yeah, let's go with Precision. That's really good.
But with the 2 agility skills, the other was what, a reroll? Yeah. But in my experience, rerolls are not as valuable as increases.
Yeah. I mean, especially because against this fiend, the one that the armor-based basic skill might be a good idea. The reflection that we're playing, right?
That we are now playing, yes.
I guess that's only
we said it before
floor,
and then I left, so
it's only on the 4th floor, so I don't know if it matters a huge deal.
So hopefully by that point we'll be set up.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I guess we need to decide a dungeon.
We should be on Fearless. We're on Progressive. Okay. Any votes, chat, for where we should be going?
Where shall we go?
I've not played a 1 diamond difficulty in a long time, but those are boring. Mud Golem is kind of interesting, exiling 4 dice, but still.
Yeah, I heard that the Dragon's Cave is impossible because of all the time being lost at the start of the floor, and it's impossible. How could you even possibly beat this dungeon? It's impossible.
There's too much time spent at the start. It's terrible. Yeah, well, sticky surrounding, I think, is worse. Yeah.
They don't get to that. Realm of Venom has been suggested.
Spend time. Sorry.
There's going to be a new achievement for fighting a fiend in the smoldering ruins too, because of all the exiling. All right, I heard you like agility and magic.
It's pretty good that we don't have innate strength that well, right? We have 0. And 1.
We have 1 strength.
1 strength and 3 agility and 4 mana. Not that one, this one. Okay.
Yeah, seems good.
Lots of 6s here that we'll need to think about.
And this one exiles poison, which makes you take damage instead of poison. 2 damage instead of the poison, or is it 1 damage? Maybe 2. It's bad.
I know that when you fail a poison roll, you take 2 damage, but I'm not sure if taking a poison token when you're out of them does more than 1.
There is a badness.
There is a, yeah, you take damage in some capacity. All right, what potion do you want?
What do you like from the forest potions?
I love aid the most. But I sometimes try to avoid using it just because it's my
dice.
default.
Yeah, I don't have any particular antidotes. Could be good if we end up getting a lot of poison. I mean, for antidote, you just sort of like collect poison, so you can just use that instead of rolling. I know you hate fortune.
I'm gonna go with aid. Good old aid. All right, you ready?
Yeah. And before we do anything, do you want to read the rule book?
The fiend is after you. I mean, yes, but the fiend is after us,
it's only
John.
like one page. The fiend is after you. Us.
So it's showing us what is currently active. You can only convert to heroics twice per encounter, and two damage adds a damage. And if we confront, we also get a 6 of a particular color.
Of any color except heroic.
Except
let's
heroic,
let's read the page that's about fiends.
How to play.
I haven't been here for like actually on.
Oh, whoops.
For like a Lude reads the rule book.
I mean, we basically talked about all of it, though, but... The Abyssal Depths adds a new threat to your dungeon adventures. Fiends who hound you through your entire quest to reach the boss. During setup, you may select a fiend in addition to heroes in the dungeon. The fiend card will remain in play through all floors of the dungeon, only leaving when you reach the boss. Each fiend has 4 threat levels, which make things more difficult, and a set of boxes. If you fill all the boxes, you'll be able to confront the fiend, reducing the threat level and gaining a bonus for doing so. So this is the fiend card, threat levels, confront bonus, challenge boxes. We've talked about the threat levels and the challenge boxes, and then the confront bonus is unique to each fiend. For Shark Wisp, as you see, it's heal 1 and roll a heroic die, but for the whatever we're fighting, reflection. I need to start with Merv. I was gonna say Mirage. I was like, no, that's not right. Yeah, it's gain a non-heroic 6. There is a row of challenge boxes on each fiend card. They are shown at the top of the screen all times during the game. During any encounter, you can place dice to fill these boxes. Fiend boxes ignore armor and all effects that would alter them or placement in them in any way. Gray boxes on the fiend can be filled with dice of any color, and once a die is on the fiend card, it remains there until you confront the fiend or descend. This will limit the number of dice in the supply, so be careful. So we can place extra dice in here, but it's going to be hoarded. It's going to hoard the dice until we finally confront them or descend. So
yeah, just put as many ones into the 9 box, right? That seems good.
During an encounter, if all the boxes on a fiend are full, you can confront it. All dice on the fiend return to the supply, and the threat level is reduced by 1. In addition, you gain the confront bonus for that fiend. If you're on the 2nd floor, you gain the bonus twice, and if you're on the 3rd floor, you gain it 3 times. I did not realize that part there. That's interesting. So the threat level is still only reduced by 1, but if you're on floor 3, you heal 1 3 times, and you roll 3 heroics. That's kind of nice.
It's pretty good. You can swing it.
If the threat level
is pretty short.
Yes, indeed. If the threat level is 0, you cannot place dice on the fiend or interact with it. And the threat level begins at 2 at the start of the game, resets to 3 at the start of the 2nd floor, and resets to 4 at the start of the 3rd floor. So basically your floor that you're on plus 1. All effects at the level or lower are active, so if the threat level is 3, the effects for 1, 2, and 3 all impact the game. When descending, all dice on the fiend are returned to the supply. When fighting the boss, the fiend is removed from play and no longer affects you. And then each fiend has a normal side and a difficult side marked by skulls on either side of its title. Reaching a boss with a fiend in play is worth 1 bonus check mark for hero progression, 2 if on the difficult side. If you're not playing with hero progression, you get to choose a basic skill. Basic skills do not count against your skill limit. So, that's cool. Also, Tidal Snake Fiend requires Forest of Shadows.
Yeah, it's all about poison.
But that's the Fiend page.
And then that's all the information, and then like throughout the rest of the rules, there's just like the little colored boxes saying like, hey, if you have Abyssal Depths, blah blah blah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like in a few spots.
I'm just curious.
No.
No, not that one.
Not that one. There's spots. It's like
I'm sure it's just a
There's one.
Yeah, it's just a copy paste of the text that we saw.
Yeah. Or like it explains like how to set up the game and stuff like that. So there's nothing different, don't worry.
I know. I just wanted to see another one.
All right, so Rogue has Crafty, so she can hold one extra thing, which is nice. There's another thing. I don't know. It's not actually on that page, but it's on the new game screen. There is a different thing. If you have progression turned off, which most people aren't going to have, but if you have progression turned off, you get a free basic skill when you play with a fiend. So that's a thing.
Oh, really? I mean, I saw that on the bottom, but it was, for some reason, I thought that was only against the boss.
Was that on there? Oh, it is. It was on there. Oh, I guess you said it. I just didn't hear it. Yeah, if you're not playing with hero progression, you get to choose a basic skill. Yeah. So if you choose to not use progression because you don't like it or whatever, you get a basic skill.
So this is a hero progression paragraph and not a reaching the boss with a fiend in play paragraph, which was my first impression. Okay.
Yeah, it's about progression. So there you go.
Interesting. But I didn't get a basic skill. I have no progression though.
Yeah, but
does that mean I'm not playing with heroic progression?
You have progression on, you just haven't progressed yet.
So what you're saying is that I'm below the basic difficulty.
That's right. You're making it harder on yourself is what we're saying. All right, look at all our strength dice. And we're okay
Indeed.
on agility. And Tsunami is like so tempting, right? It's just like I roll all dice by now.
Yeah. We have to be very careful.
I do give you rerolls of ones.
And I get to roll a heroic and reduce it by 2 unless I roll one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Or
does this
3
thing
of
do
them.
anything with perils? You can just click on it and see. All right. If we have 2 hearts, add 1 heart. And only convert to heroics twice.
Yeah.
We don't need to worry about in perils, really.
Yeah, I doubt we're going to convert agilities to heroics in a peril.
Sometimes you do to like put them on a fiend, but yeah.
Oh, fair.
Not really this fiend because it's mostly gray, but
50 Shades of Grey.
I think like if we use Daring Gamble and some of your Tsunami, we could take this on agility.
Yeah, we have just 3 dice because we're on level 1. We have to cover the 3. Yeah, so if we just roll 3 dice, we're screwed because we need a 3 and 2 6s.
Yeah. Screwed is harsh, but yeah.
I mean, if we fail the consequences, it's going to be 2 hearts, except it's actually 3 because of the fiend.
It's true. The
2
consequences are pretty
poison
bad.
and a time. But
We also have your Water Blessing, which is maybe up to 4 right now.
Yeah, but it's 50% that it will be a 1 unless I roll one of these. But yeah, I could do that. Do you want to start with Daring Gamble? We'll go ahead and enter.
Yeah, and I would Daring Gamble and then see how much you want a Tsunami.
Well, it wasn't a 1. Yeah, I'll roll 1 just to make Water Blessing a little stronger.
Ooh.
I guess
right.
I should have let you click your dice, but
That's okay.
oh well. We're actually using Parsec for this stream, like we used for Spirit Island Saturdays, but this is my first time parsecing with one deck dungeons, so
You can
either of
drive,
us could click and stuff.
If I need to click, I'll click, but I'll be hands off. It's an easier game, I think, than Spirit Island. Just be like, do this.
Oh,
thing.
nice. I rolled a 6.
Cool.
So did we ultimately need these dice?
Well,
It looks like we did in some capacity.
one thing
At least
I've
one
been
of them.
noticing well, it's a question. So deciding whether to put a heroic on the card or on the fiend is a question. There's a balance of how much dice you get in the general supply, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also with Tsunami, because a bunch of the heroic dice are like sitting on there. And actually, it when I play Aquamancer, it's like I actually try to roll a bunch of them to begin with so that I have them for other things.
Fair.
So I would probably tend to put an agility up to the top as opposed to a heroic. That would be my initial thing here. So instead of like...
Yeah, because you have more agilities innately in the supply than heroics.
But probably later on, it tends to be more heroics up there because I'm rolling more dice because I got more items and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like, we're not going to hit the cap on a supply in the first floor, probably, unless all we get are, like, mana dice to start with.
Yeah.
Mana items.
Well, we have an agility one here, if we want to take
Yeah.
it. And you can't do anything with that one.
Yeah, I can't do anything with this.
And Realm of Venom isn't doing anything with boxes, right? It's only giving us poison, or giving us spending time if we have poison. No, the dungeon, I think.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. If any hero has poison, spend 1 time.
Yeah.
We don't. Oh yeah, we were gonna look up what happens when there's no poison tokens left. Do you want to look up that? I think it'll be under like
Consequences, maybe?
consequences, Forest of Shadows section or whatever.
Oh, wait, where's even consequences? That's...
Yeah, it puts you right into
Not
the
claim
encounter.
There we go.
stage
Encounter.
because
Okay.
of where we were.
If there are no poison tokens in the general supply, then a hero will take damage for each poison token that would have been placed. So it's only 1 damage. But when you do the poison roll, when you explore...
Yeah, if you fail, you take 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
So...
2 damage,
I always find like poison is like... At low levels, it's not as bad as damage, but at high levels, it's worse than damage because of that. Yeah.
I mean, 1 poison is like a 1 out of 6 chance of taking 2 damage, but a 6th poison is a 100% chance of 2 damage. So
yeah, and then the 1
kind of
poison
scales
like,
up.
sometimes it just goes away, right? So
except you program this game to be terrible, and you will always roll a 1 when you need to roll a 2 or higher.
that's right. Or you could be fighting Tidal Snake, who reduces your poison rolls by 1. And then there's a dungeon that does that too, right? So they could have something reducing them by 2.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I like an agility die here, but I would also consider the XP for like getting that heroic die.
Yeah, Precise Blow is also kind of okay, even though we don't have strength dice. It at least guarantees a strength 5.
True. Like for Aquamancer, who could actually maybe use it.
Yeah. But it is also half a heroic die that we could get here, so
What's
that heroic die would help. That's like 67% of a strength die, right? That's the math there.
I mean, Precise Blow does... I mean, they both go towards volume of dice, because an extra heroic is 1 more die, and Precise Blow is also 1 more die, but sometimes it's kind of 2 more dice because you have a strength 1 that you can't use, so it's really 2 more dice.
Right. I don't know, I kind of like that. Plus, we could later pick up an agility skill that Precise Blow could then fund.
Sure.
Maybe. I'll take it.
Let's skill it up. Give it to Aquamancer. I'm going to be agility time. You can be the strong one. Hey,
Ooh.
look at that. Free dice. Except you can't get that. But I can get it. I love Charmed Panther skill.
Me
Seems
too.
right up your alley.
An automatic 4 of whatever you want? Sure. So we have 4 dice here, plus Water Blessing. Assuming we roll a 3, that would be 4 dice going into that 9, so we might not need that Tsunami die. Do you want a Daring Gamble by any chance?
With the Fiend, I want a Daring Gamble, I think. Like,
Fair
that's
enough.
more
Yeah, we could always
opportunity to
put more
into
stuff
the
in
Fiend.
there. I guess that's the other thing to consider is we're not just covering these boxes, but also
Yeah.
the boxes up top.
True. That gives you more to think about. And also, oh, come on, Luke. I played
You
an
should have
entire game
clicked
today
it.
with the Rogue, and I daring gambled every time and did not roll 1 a single time. It was awesome.
Daring Gamble is so interesting because it's like I always want to do it until I roll a 1, and then I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Why did I click that?
But I mean, like, if you, like, on average, you lose a 1/6 of a heart and a half of a time, so it's not, like, bad consequences.
You still get the heroic die, which is at least, you know, a 1 is still a die that you can use for something usually, at least
even
later
precision.
In the game. Yeah. So,
not dungeoneering, no.
Yeah.
Well, since you rolled that 1, I'll go ahead and roll something better than a 1. Like a 3.
The armor box. Nice.
Or did that get reduced?
Nope.
I guess they got reduced. It didn't?
It didn't get reduced. You rolled Tsunami die, not Water Blessing die.
Oh! Duh. Do you want to roll your die, John?
Okay. And then I'll roll yours because you rolled mine last time.
Alright, John's better at dice. Alright, I'll Water Blessing. Alright,
Oh,
I am
there's your
the
one.
king of wands, apparently. Oh, but I can re-roll it.
I will allow you to re-roll it.
Alright, I will re-roll it. Thanks, John. Alright, well, it seems like the 1s are going to go in the 9s because they can't go in the dungeon or in the fiend boxes anyway. The 3 probably just goes in the 3. And then we got to get 7 more. So that's just going to have to be a 2 and a 6.
But I think covering the 6 up top is probably good.
Since we have it, might as well use it.
And one of the 2s.
There's only a bajillion of them. And so we have 2 mana dice up there. We have 4 in our skill set. I don't know what you would call these things. But
our stats.
Stats. We have 4 in our stats, 6 in the supply, so we should be fine.
Yeah, we're not generating anymore right now or anything, so.
All right. You want that Charmed Panther?
Yeah, let's charm the Panther. I mean, we did charm the Panther, so we should remember how to do it.
Hey, that'll also fund the Strength 4 or any of the boxes up here.
Yeah.
Except for the mana.
Oh, my goodness.
Acid spray.
I feel like I'm gonna faint.
Yeah, lots of strength and no agility makes this kind of bad. But is it worth a daring gamble?
I mean, we could likely fill the armor box because of Charmed Panther and Precision.
And also Precise Blow gives us a 5 for sure. So the armor is covered.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So we got the armor, but we're probably looking at taking the 2 damage, which is 3 damage because of Merflexion.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to cover that 12. The strength 12, that is.
12. I mean, we might get this. We could choose to do the strength 12 instead of the magic 12 by making heroics, probably. And you could just throw all your Tsunami, right?
Yeah.
So we would get maybe the item is pretty good. The XP is good. The skill is one of those ones that, like, I guess it's okay. It's like blocks for 1. I don't know if I've taken that skill. It seems good though, but it's expensive.
I mean, it gives you an agility 6. You put your 2 worst agility in there, you get an agility 6, and you prevent a damage, which sometimes mean you don't have to cover one of the squares.
That's true. Also, sometimes with Reflection means it prevents 2 damage.
Yep.
So that's pretty good. I think we take it.
All right.
I think we do everything, though.
If worst comes to worst, we survive.
Well, roll your Tsunamis. Oh, yeah, we have to take poison first because of this.
Which means... Whoops. Oh, I want to see the dungeon box. I need to eventually... You need to add a box in the UI for me to see what the dungeon effects are. Oh, I guess it's here. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, done.
Done. Good job, John.
Implemented that feature.
Oh, the one I was thinking was I want to see what the other encounters are when I'm in the middle of an encounter.
That is on my list. It's a little tricky though, so especially with phone. So it's on my list, but yeah, I do find myself actually wanting that more with fiends because there's a bunch of fiends that are like blah 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 if there's any open doors or whatever. And so sometimes you want to think about that when you're making decisions.
All right, well, I'm going to roll all of mine.
Yeah, roll them first, and then, yeah, if you rolled like 2 6s, I might not daring gamble, but you did not roll any 6s or any high dice, so, well, 1 5, so let's roll that. Don't roll a 1. Hey! I'm going to click my dice.
Yeah. I'll try to avoid clicking your dice, so we at least have this semblance of cooperation here. Yeah.
All right, this is going to be a strength die. For sure.
Yeah, and I got precise blow that might as well just be used.
I mean, you might want to put your heroic 1 in there instead of the 2, though.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point, actually.
All right, we've armored up. Now,
the mana 12 can be covered, and the strength 12 can be covered.
Yeah, and I can cover the 5 poison with precision by doing things. Probably this.
Awesome.
Whoop. And then I'll just put other things in where they need to go. And that can go up there. And you can do the rest.
See, my mana roll is what carried the team.
Mm-hmm. I have 1 mana dice. What are you expecting my mana roll to carry the team? 2 time? That's pretty good. And we covered a bunch of the fiends. We can probably confront it next turn.
So when we confront, we will gain a 6 of non-black color.
Pretty sweet. Turns out that that could go on any box, after all. So it's just good. Probably better than a heroic, because a lot of things restrict where you can put heroic dice. I haven't seen anything that's like only a heroic can go on a box. That would be an interesting effect.
Yeah.
I do like the item, but I think I want to try taking the skill, because I think it could be good. Let's take the skill. So I'm going to click.
All right.
Unless you want the item.
I went to click it as you clicked it, and
unless you
both
want
of
the
us
item for
bumped it.
yourself.
No, the skill I would prefer. Like, if I were playing solo, I would be taking the skill.
All right, so we have an effect. Oh, wait, what's that at the top?
Oh my gosh, something popped up. Weird.
Pop-up thing that can happen.
Seems like it was a UI feature.
Yeah. That'll probably show up more.
It will show up at least one more time unless we use a potion or explore.
That's true.
But yeah, it's a little reminder when something happens automatically, like spending time.
And sometimes it's something like that that's already on the screen, but sometimes it's not on the screen, like a fiend effect, which is the main reason.
Especially, because this doesn't always appear like the dungeon effects do, although dungeon effects disappear when you're in an encounter, I guess. Oh, look,
hey, my dice went away for no reason. Like that.
Yeah. Wait, why? All my ones disappeared. What?
This is where we need volume of dice.
Yes, and we don't have that.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is we don't need strength that much.
Yeah, I mean, we do have, like...
And the consequences are rather small individually, so if we miss some squares, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can cover the 3s, it's the best.
Yeah. I think we can probably do it. Precise blow is helping... well, not really. It's making a 2. It's making a 2, which helps make a heroic 2, I guess. So that's something.
But we can only do that 2 times. Not precise blow, but heroic die.
Unless we confront the fiend.
Yes. Although if we do, we'll have to spend 3 dice into the fiend to get a 6 out. So that's probably not worth it there.
I feel okay with fighting this though.
Yeah.
It's like we'll probably take a couple poison or something, but
yeah, it's probably better to get at this case probably the item.
Yeah,
because we need volumes of dice. Let's get some dice. Sure. Adept is a bit meh.
Yeah, you basically have the same number of dice and you might get a 1.
I mean, You're spending 2 mana for a pretty good chance of at least a strength 2 or an agility 2. And a 1 out of 36 chance that you get 2 ones. Unless dice get reduced when they get rolled because of, I don't know, a fiend effect someday.
Well, or they just get discarded because you're fighting the phantom or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever thing. Yeah, let's go and roll lots of dice and should be fine, right? We'll daring gamble. Daring gamble.
You want to click that?
I'll click it. It's a 4. I'll click my dice. There, as long as they're 2 or higher. I got mostly 2 or higher, and precision helps, so. All right, your blow is precise.
Yeah, I know, it's hovering over that. Yeah, my agility, well, I guess that was always a 2, but yeah, my man is not good for what we wanted.
The Panther. I guess Faint. Probably better than these 2, unless we want to make a heroic 2 out of the agilities. We can see what happens.
Well, that would help cover... That would help cover one of the boxes up top or below, getting that 6.
We have the important boxes covered up top already. Oh, you mean like up here?
No, I meant the agilities.
Right. And like growth.
So precision can't help me. It's one of your dice, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I could precision to cover the time. But also I could just like block a hit and get a 6, which is better than precision, right? So yeah, you can cover like...
That's fair.
Most of the rest of the problems. I think we end up with 1 poison. At the... Well, 2 poison. And if I do this... Like, we could either cover the time, or we could make a heroic and cover something else.
Probably covering a poison is better, because we already have 1 poison, and we're going to do a poison roll next.
Sure.
So let's combine our forces together!
Let's do it. All right, I have to do it.
It's you or die. No. Yeah, I guess I could have done that myself, but...
Go ahead. Yeah, so then we are taking 1 poison and 3 time. And actually, if you go back, we can allow a heart through because I'm blocking a heart. So is there a heart base that we can... Well, I guess it's the same to do like this. I just wonder if there's like another bigger space with the heart that we're missing that... Like we could cover this poison. I don't think so. Yeah. Right?
Oh, you're...
I'm doing it. Like this. Then we don't take any poison.
Perfect.
That seems better. I'll spend time to not take poison.
I moved the 4 because it was my 4 is why I did that.
You don't know whose dice is whose anymore.
Oh, yes I do. Yes I do.
Did you undo? All right, you put it back.
Oh, wait, did that... Oh, I thought undo would put it all back on, but it doesn't, apparently.
No, it puts it back.
It didn't. No. Oh, 1 at a time. Oh, okay. All right.
Take your strength item. Unless you want the XP, but I think strength item makes sense. We have so little strength.
All right.
Spend a bonus time. We must resist
it's my poison, so I'm gonna roll. Oh, good. Awesome.
Yay.
And maybe we'll confront the fiend.
Hey, you cannot place heroics on dungeon challenge boxes.
He's really easy.
Yeah, I think we're good for this. We could grab a potion and heal, or we could take a strength for me.
Probably a die. I don't know. Braun... I mean, we are missing strength dice. But this also gives us strength dice.
Strength all the time.
Yeah, right?
We could also maybe confront the fiend here. We're going to have extra dice.
Yeah.
Probably.
So it's probably... We can go ahead and do it. Do you want to gamble?
Sure. I'll click it, so it's my fault. Yay, it's my fault.
Nice.
I got a 5. Oh, my
Nice.
mouse battery is very low. Guess I'll recharge soon.
I have nothing I can put into precise blow.
You can reduce your value.
I mean, I guess we're overkilling the strength side. Oh yeah, the armor has to be done first.
Yeah, we're pretty overkilling the strength. I mean, I can
I'll do it
right.
anyway.
Sure.
That's super overkill, but we might want one of those for, you know, the fiend.
Well, like this for the armor, probably. And that for the other armor. We can confront the fiend here, definitely, right? So.
Yeah, how many extra dice do we have here? All of them?
All of the extra dice. 11 out of 7. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, this is silly. We're like already beating it and the fiend like to death.
There could be some strategy where we don't confront the fiend right now.
I mean, yeah, you could save it for the next fight. And honestly, that's okay because as long as we are still rolling enough dice, I'm okay with that.
We got 3 manas up there. We got 3 agilities. No, 4 manas. Sorry, I can't count. They look
yeah, but
different.
we're only rolling 4 anyways, so that's okay.
Yeah, and we're not gaining any. 4 manas, 3 agilities, 1 strength, 1 heroic. That's probably fine.
Yeah, like depending on the threat level, like there it might make sense to like this one when you explore, like you might want to confront now.
Right.
But, or like if it's a heal or whatever, you might want to confront sooner. But I think it makes sense to hold on to it for the next encounter, as long as we don't end up at the stairs. But I think we'll be okay.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and delay. I'll take the strength.
We have now gotten more strength.
We are
Strength is now even with agility.
Ooh, the Slender Man. Spend time for each. Oh, and transmute. We had. Oh, look at this. Transmute.
Free
with
feint.
Oh, that's good. That skill became much cheaper now, but also a real good item. Also, we need to level up someday. I would take.
Well, we're getting experience no matter what. It's just a question of are we going to take
true.
2 experience or 4?
I would have to trade one of my skills to try to get transmute, and I don't know if I'd want to.
Yeah.
So maybe we just take XP, or I trade up my agility item, or I actually don't. Do I have an? I only have a strength item. So yeah, maybe we just take the 4 XP because 4 XP is pretty good.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning.
We have the NE6 against this guy, so I'm totally fine to fight him. Especially it says we have an agility 6, we have a strength 5. Like, I don't think we take damage here.
Spend time for each 6 rolled. And there's a 6 on the card. Thank you, Shadow Stalker.
There's 2 6s on the card.
Well, 2 6s, yeah, but...
That means you just need to make a 6, like with Feint. Let's do Daring Gamble, though. I'll click it. So it's my fault if I get a 6. I got a 3. Very exciting. I rolled a 6.
Oh
Hey,
no!
look.
Spend time for each 6 rolled! Oh no! Spend time for each 6 rolled! Alright. Well, might as well do this. Because that improves my 4.
Are you going to click your dice?
4, 4.
Oh no, the internet.
Maybe.
You've turned into a robot.
No!
Oh, all right. Parsec is caught up. You were very robot-y for a while, and now, oh, it's super, like, doing a weird catch-up thing. OBS has disconnected. Can you hear me at all?
I can hear you.
Oh, now you can hear me. Okay.
Do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Am I still robot-y?
No.
Okay.
For a while, it was very robot-y. And, like, catching. Discord was like trying to catch you up in a different way than Parsec was catching up how the video was going, so it was pretty strange. All right, well, you did most of the work already. Do I need to do anything?
We are currently disconnected, so you might want to wait a bit.
Okay.
You're not streaming anything, which means hello, YouTube. And thank you, Krista, for putting my local recording onto YouTube to preserve all of the offline interactions that happen when my internet disconnects. It's interesting because normally OBS reconnects on the second attempt. It never works on the first attempt for some reason. Usually works on the second attempt. We're now on attempt 3 and is reconnecting in 2, 1, attempting to reconnect. Reconnection successful.
I don't know if I usually get OBS actually disconnecting fully. But
we are green. We have not dropped a frame. I'm going to refresh my chat window because I'm sure it's not working. And is... okay, no, it is working on stream. At least I figure it is. And... well, I'm sure that Discord is going to send another notification that says Handelabra Games has just gone live. Welcome back, everyone, to Luke Dolphin and Migrant P playing one deck dungeon against a fiend.
And the Shadow Stalker.
All right, I placed as many dice as I could.
All right, you have done well. I will... well, we'll confront the fiend, right? We gotta get that sweet 6 for free.
Unless we don't need it, which is possible, but...
I guess I can precision up. But then the thing is, we have so many extra dice, we want to use them on the fiend. And we can't now because it's full.
We don't need to use them on the fiend. We have no consequences with the fiend right now, right? The consequences are limitation on heroic conversion and limitation on... or extra damage if we have too many inconsequences.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, we do have extra dice that we could put on the fiend, but we also don't really have much of a reason to confront the fiend, I feel like. If there was another effect that happened, like, decrease each 6 by 1 or something, I don't know.
Why you gotta be so mean, Lude?
I mean, if you want to confront the fiend, you can go ahead, but I feel like...
confront it later.
It has to be... It's like the RPG potions and elixirs. You gotta save them for an emergency.
Alright. We're just doing... oh, can I... oh, I can do this. That was the previous guy.
Hello, Licky. Oh, yeah, the Discord notification happened, and now everyone rejoins. Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream where we pick up in the middle of a game with no context.
We could put 5 dice on the fiend and stop this thing sooner, but Lude wants to have it, so let's go ahead.
I mean, if you want to do that, yeah, we do have like a large number of dice that we could put on it. Yeah, if you want, you can do it, John. You can do it. I feel like
that could save some bacon in the next encounter.
Or, you know what would save our bacon in the next encounter? Getting a 6.
I mean, that's true. These are different things that can happen. And yeah, I don't know. I haven't played Reflection enough to know what might be the right answer. I think both are reasonable, so we'll go with that. We'll see what happens. That's how we learn.
It's a learning moment.
Maybe we'll learn. We might learn nothing.
Mr. Vexer Alhara is commenting on your Sentinels poster.
Oh yeah, that is not a poster. It is a banner. We made banner, Michael. It is very large and it's vinyl printed. We made it for an event. You can't have it. There's only 2 in the world. One is mine and one is Jeremy's.
You heard it here first. There's only 2 in the world.
Sadly, Lude, you will not be able to use the heroic feat step. Are you sad about that? But also, Fireball.
I feel like that's slightly better than Precise Blow. Yeah. You get the mana back unless you overfund it.
And it can be good to, like, put in a bunch of little mana dice to get, like, a 5, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're entering. It's happening.
Yeah. We could also do a item take for a perfect level up, so that's the thing.
Yes.
I'll click my dice. Yay!
My dice are bigger than your dice, John.
Yeah, fine. Your low is the most precise. It does look great, Mr. Vexer. I agree. Yeah, you can see it pretty well. This you can't. I don't know if you can see the bottom. Maybe. Got like all the hairs at the bottom. I guess I'm gonna be taking a sneaky panther friend, and I think we're gonna be taking a 6. And putting them in the squares. I have precision that I can make a magic 6, which I guess we need. Unless we don't need it if we're confronting the fiend.
I would say this might be a valuable time to confront the fiend.
I think we can win this encounter perfectly without confronting the fiend, though, if that's what you want to do.
Where are my awesome posters? I have a lot of posters that are in my closet from when I was in college, but because I kept putting them up and tearing them down at the end of each school year, a lot of them are ripped, so they're not as good looking, and they're also somewhat old and ratty. Plus, I don't really have, I mean, I guess I have like blank wall space over here that you can't see, and over there, but like with where my camera is, all you ever see is like the very narrow part of the wall where there's some pictures, so
I guess we would take one time if we don't confront the fiend. So, what's your thought about that?
Let's see, there's one more door on the floor. Theoretically, we could, if we finish this encounter, we could theoretically explore and stay on this floor for 4 more encounters. Or we, you know, do this door, then the next door, explore for 1 door, fight that door, and descend. You know, staying on the floor gets costly, but it sort of comes down to, like, how much longer do you want to stay on the floor? Do you want to spend that time? So
I have found
if we spend this time, then
valuable. But we actually don't have a lot of health, like, cap for that, though. So
yeah.
When you're fighting a fiend that heals you when you confront it, it actually makes it much easier to hang around if you are ballsy about it.
For sure.
I could go either way here, because it's 1 time or no time and confront and put a couple dice up.
Well, how much dice would we be putting up? We'd be putting up a lot, wouldn't we? I mean, I guess we're getting a 6 out of it, and then we'd still have to cover a 3 and a 4, and then put dice up here.
Yeah, we'd be able to put up the 2 and the 3, and maybe one of the strength dice. Because if we don't, like, basically if we don't confront, then we make a heroic 5 and cover the 4 time, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But if we confront, then that 5 and 6 and 2 and 3 can all go up to the top. So we be putting 4 dice up to the top.
That doesn't work.
That it seems worse.
Yeah. Phooey. I mean, when we level up, we're gonna heal, so you get a little bit healed, so we could stay on the floor a little longer. So, I don't know. Let's confront the fiend. Let's do it.
Confront the fiend. Click it.
That hit the mark. The fiend still follows you, but seems reluctant. Now we gain a 6 of any type.
I suppose a magical 6 would be appropriate.
I'll still need to get that heroic.
What? No, you don't.
No?
Oh,
What?
for 1 time?
Oh.
Put him up top.
No, what am I talking about? Sorry.
With the 6 on the 6.
No. I know. I know.
You just forgot that the fiend existed. I get for a brief second.
Yes,
I take
yes,
it
I
one
did.
time to be able to put an extra die up top. That's usually a good bargain, I think.
Well,
because I think that's going to let us
here's the
confront more likely again. But I don't know.
actually, no, it's fine. Well, here's the thing, though, is that either we're doing one more door, or we're going to explore next, and it's only going to be 2 more doors, which is 3 more encounters.
Right.
So you think one time is worth? I guess it's not gonna make too much of a difference. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it probably won't make much difference.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of precise blow. I think that's 3 experience, so it's not perfect.
I could take an item and then for the 1 XP. For the item trade, and then later on do the trade. I mean, that really doesn't make it huge. Or, I mean, you could do.
I feel like that
You'd rather the
agility 2
fireball.
doesn't do anything for me.
Sure.
All right, so do you want to explore this dungeon longer, or this floor longer, or do you want to just explore this door? Or I keep using the wrong terminology.
Right.
Explore or enter?
There's only 2 cards left, so we have to. What would you do normally here?
Normally, I would have clicked the door without thinking, and then after I opened it, realized, oh yeah, I should have explored instead, and then...
Well, let's explore instead then. Let's do that since now we're thinking more. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
if it's the right-
because we've
We still end
leveled
up
up, so...
we still end up basically looking at
Yeah.
1 door, right? So we just have a little less buffer of time. We can't spend time willy-nilly, I guess. This guy.
Good news is we don't have poison. Bad news is lots of strength armors.
I think we have enough strength dice to cover those with our skills.
Yes.
And we can start getting more things. So
Yes,
I'm
this is
okay.
Abyssal Depths.
Abyssal depth means deep cracks.
That's why this is a new thing here.
Deep cracks.
I'm entering.
All right. Yeah. Now you have another die.
I have my heroic again. Woo!
You will be losing them. You will be filling back up at the start of the new floor. So if you want to use it, it might be the time.
Well, I would store 4 more.
Oh, I guess I don't know if it fills up to 4 or if it adds 4. I guess
It doesn't say max 4.
That's true. It doesn't say max
So I
4.
assume that it doesn't
That's
have
true.
an inherent cap, but depends on how you coded it. We
I
do
don't
have
know.
1 inherent heroic now, though, so if I add 4 there and have 5 there, you can't dare and gamble willy-nilly. But then again, I guess if I have
We
all
can
the heroics,
also
I could
throw
just roll
extra
them.
dice up to the...
Yes, I'll throw extra dice up there. All right, we got a 6. Excellent.
You are roboting again.
I am roboting again. Nope, we're no longer red. Can you hear me now?
Hey, I hear you now, loud and clear.
Okay.
There's a brief hiccup. Well, you got a 6. I'm gonna skip then. I don't want to take 2 damage for rolling a 1.
It is very costly at this point.
Yeah.
If you take the heroic, it could be precisioned. It's probably a bit more valuable than fireball. I have dice that can go into fireball already.
Sure. You have a 6 that can go into fireball already.
True that. Although that might want to go in the mana square.
You don't know where it wants to go. That die has a mind of its own.
All right, our strength is excellent.
All right, we have lots of 6s to put on 2 boxes. Let's get a 4. And that doesn't feel as bad. I mean, we have these.
And then you can put the 6 in the 2 box up top. Excellent.
Yeah. It doesn't make a huge difference, does it?
Well, we do have 2s that could go up there at least. Or, well, I have a 2.
You could take that 2 and 3 and fireball it up.
Well, yeah, I guess it's... Well... I mean, I don't need to fireball. Be better to do that, wouldn't it?
mean, it's the same number of dice. Doesn't change the outcome, I guess. It depends on what dice we want to have in the boxes up top in terms of color.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I can get that up there. Oh, but we got to cover these two.
yeah, I mean, we could do that. We could just do that and confront right away.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Fireball would have also gotten me.
Fireball lets you split it up so that it's not all magic up there. I think we could do that and then save the confront for the next encounter. And go into another door.
Are any of these just health? No.
No. Also, we want to cover that poison with one of the dice. So
yes.
we could put the pink one in the top instead.
Yeah.
So like this.
But we covered everything. Yay!
We cover everything, and we're like, then we can confront at the next encounter to get the 6 and potentially avoid some more damage.
I'm kind of happy that that pop-up is there because I'm sure if it wasn't there, I would forget that confront is available now.
Well, it's especially important on phone where that's not even on the screen.
Oh, really?
There's not enough room for the confront button to be on the main screen. It's on like the second screen.
Fair enough.
All right, what do we want? Dice?
Well, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
You need more magic for your fireball.
Yeah, and Blitz isn't really that good.
Yeah.
It's what, basically a strength reroll? Sort of? And a +1?
A strength reroll and any +1. Any
it is a peril skill, but yeah. I mean, you put your
peril only.
Reroll your worst strength die and increase a die by 1, basically.
Let me see how many strength perils we're going to be clicking on. Not many. At least not for a while. So, yeah, I think it's worth the health because we've got the 6 loaded up.
Yeah, because we'll lose that anyway.
Yeah, I can take the health. I don't have the heal, descend heal or whatever, but hey, it's this guy. He's
Interesting.
Gonna make us spend 1 time, but that's okay.
It's not really going to do that much.
It's a pretty easy encounter for like a free strength or more skills that take 1,000,000 agility dice. I mean,
spend 2 agility, roll 3 agility, discard 1 of them. So basically re-roll 2, but with a slightly better chance of being better.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you get to first filter a couple of dice. It's not volume of dice. So I definitely look to take the item on the rogue, I guess, here.
Yeah, item would be a little better. It will then make agility our weakest trait.
Yeah, and we're actually good at strength after that. Seems
all
okay.
Right. We'll enter.
I'm not using that.
All right.
Hey, thanks, Mr. Vexer. We have enjoyed making digital versions of tabletop games. Yeah, the tabletop games are fantastic, and we try our best to make good adaptations. Oh, we might not need. We can just hang around and confront the fiend later because we're just rolling all 6s. We even need to like do anything. Just like cover all the boxes. We literally just cover all the boxes without doing anything.
Yep. Well,
you can finish covering all the boxes if you want. Oh, sure, whatever. Doesn't.
We do need one of those.
Did you
I
have
guess we could have
skill?
heroicked, but yeah, we could have heroicked. Whatever.
It's fine.
Let's do this one more. Oh, but actually, we don't have this anymore. We can, do it any number of times. Yay! All right.
Yeah. So if you want to do another door, we can do another door.
I'm assuming you're taking this.
Yeah, I like that. I'm fine to take another health. It's up what you think that's okay.
I will always let you take damage, John.
Hey, the Great Spirit.
This is an excellent place to get a 6 on.
Yeah, and it's a 6 of whatever color we want, which is the peril color.
Exactly.
Where I think display. Well, I guess it's whether we want the item or the skill, but skill's okay.
It partially funds feint, at least.
Yeah, I like the heroic 1 part of it. The reroll is like fine. Sometimes it's.
It also, the heroic one could be affected by precision.
Yeah.
Although you
unless
have
we want, like,
many
basically,
targets
I
for
would take
precision, but
magic, yeah, let's go for this skill. It's easier for us to beat as well. Not that we're gonna have to.
let's enter first. And I'm guessing no. All right, so first peril in a long time. So what's more valuable,
That's true. It's been a while.
reroll? Your partner may reroll any of their ones versus I roll something.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you,
so-
you right now you always roll extra unless we get something else.
Yeah. Do we just
I'll confront
win?
the fiend anyways, just because the dice are all gonna go away.
The
We get to see
fiend
the-
slinks away and will not bother you anymore this floor.
There.
I can't put things up here.
I don't know if you
I can't
saw
put things
what,
up here.
No, I don't know if you saw what Chris was playing on Friday. He was like, "We're gonna add
Oh yeah, I saw
these
that.
dice,
Yeah.
the shame dice."
The shame dice, yeah. This is to make them feel bad
Yeah,
for what they try to do to us.
He just like gingerly sort of places them around like this. It was pretty funny. Also, you get to do this.
Woo!
Another shame die.
Yeah.
And let's reroll that one and make it better. Yeah, more shame
Woo!
for the Great Spirit. The Great Spirit is very shamed.
All right.
Yeah, let's take the skill, I think. And we'll start getting XP next. Maybe. I
I'm in
like to
pretty
load
good
up my
shape
stuff.
as far as my general playthrough goes, which is to level up once per floor. We've already gotten quite a bit of items and skills into our level 2, which is nice. The Fiend renews its efforts to hinder you.
Oh no!
We are now on threat level 3. When you explore, if you have more items than skills, convert 1 to experience. You know, that said,
Okay.
it's not exactly clear what 1 is referring to. What is the antecedent? Is it the items or is
Oh.
it the skills?
That's true. It should. I
No,
mean,
I'm
it's
just-
item. I think it's item.
I mean,
right?
when I
But-
first read it, I assume it's items, but I believe that technically someone will say it's not necessarily clear. Although
yeah,
some English
especially
major might say
especially
it's...
an English as second language speaker.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Let me make a note if I can get out of Parsec without it taking up your computer.
I mean, the safe assumption is that it's referring to items, because if you have more items than skills and then you convert a skill to experience, well, now you're just going to be an endless loop where you're always going to convert skills to experience because you'll never be able to overcome the gap. But
I
that's
guess we'll
me being
find
a little
out
picky.
because you have more items and skills. So I think
Well, it also matters. What does you mean? Does it mean
I
each
think-
player individually?
I don't. That is something we asked Chris about, and it is. I think it's per hero.
Okay. So I
I'm
will
not-
be losing my item. Interesting.
It's certainly not collective.
Okay.
Well, I don't know for sure. That's a.
We'll see. We'll see very soon.
It's really. It'd be really awkward for it to say like if the party has more items than skills, but I guess that would be clear. So maybe that's what it should say.
But yeah, I have
you
two items, one skill.
I have two.
You have two
and
items, 3
I'm
skills.
More skillful.
So collectively, we have 4 items, 4 skills.
Right. So what's happening?
But let's see what happens.
All right. So
Aha!
you have to convert an item.
All right. And it does the pop-up after I convert, just so that after I wonder why I just lost something.
Oh yeah,
All right.
I can fix that. That's a thing. Hang on. Show. Actually, I think I might have already fixed that. I think. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
not in this bird.
So now we might have to be a little more mindful of the fact that I can't necessarily take items. If I take this item, it's just going to convert to experience anyway. But I don't care for the skill anyway, because I don't even have agility dice, so what's the difference?
I could trade Forest Blessing. That's like, I'd rather have that than Forest Blessing.
Sure. Skip the use heroic feat step, so my 4 heroic dice here are just gonna stay there.
This guy's like not hard for us to beat, though. I mean, there's more agility on the table now because of the dungeon, but
yeah, I'm willing to fight it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well,
good thing you have a fireball. Click. May I click? Nope. I can only move the mouse. I may not click.
Weird.
Hang on, let me. I'll tab out again and come back in because I was doing stuff. Oh,
there
now
you
I
go.
can click. Okay. All right. This is certainly agility, so let's just get that out of the way. I guess I have a reroll, so should I reroll? No, agility, or I guess where do we stand? That 10 is gross. I guess we have feint as well. So rerolling this 1 is like not as useful, maybe then.
Yeah, it's not
Rerolling.
an obvious decision. The 2 would probably be the mana 2 might be a reroll.
And then because those 2 1s go into feint probably. So. All right, we can't go back from this moment.
Can't go back.
You can't undo rerolls, Mr. Bexar. That would be the most cheatiest cheat thing in the history of cheating.
I think he was. That was from 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
He was referring to. I believe he was referring to our
That's
questioning of what does "you" mean and what is the antecedent and all that.
Right. But also, if you meant, can I undo rerolling dice? You can't do that. Well, we got a good outcome of that reroll too. We got a 4, which we could kick up to a 6, but we have a 6, right? We have a 6 right here, and we have a 5. That could be
A
a heroic
5.
We have a 5.
A
You've got
5.
Stop friving me. Stop.
Now,
Same
bear in
thing.
mind we have fainted, so that 5 doesn't have to be covered.
Oh yeah, the 4. You mean?
Or the 3. They're both hearts, right?
Oh yeah. So we only need to cover one of them. So we could like do this. If we wanted to.
Yeah. I was referring to this one, by the way.
Oh right, that's true.
That was the 5 I was looking at, but
there are many.
Yeah.
There are many single heart ones. Yeah.
Yeah. I could put these 3 into fireball, save this
like
2
that.
for up here,
I like the triple fireball threat.
and then that covers the poison. And then we have these for up here if we so wanted.
Yeah, so we could.
I mean, that would probably be going there though, but
Yeah.
we only have 3 strength. We're putting 4 up there, but we have a charmed panther and a fireball, so we might not want to do all that.
Yeah. Is there something? I guess the strength are just not going to any use though. I guess we could like make a
We
heroic.
could convert these to a heroic and use heroics instead of. Well, but I guess the other argument was that these colors are a bit easier to use. I don't know.
Well, what
But
I
then
think
again,
is we could make a heroic 5 and then use that on the shroom, and then take one of the like magic 5s or whatever and put that up, or like the magic or the agility die, or like a different color than strength, because we're already putting up a bunch of strength. I don't know if that makes any sense.
So I think what you're saying is get a heroic and then do this and then put agility up
Sure.
there.
Yeah, something like that. Then we sort of
Agility is
spread it out
not
a
as
little bit more.
tight.
Then we're not loading up on one color up in the top. I just put that on the strength square instead of the blank square.
Oh yeah. This has a harder, or this has a bigger restriction than this one.
Yeah.
So
That seems better to me. It's also save a time if we rather, but I think I'd rather put it up top than one
we're good
time.
on time.
Yeah. I'm happy.
All right, I'm not taking these.
Yeah, the question... Well, I mean, you could take the item.
And then it converts to experience anyway.
When we explore, which is for a while. And also we might confront the fiend before that, and then that doesn't happen. So I would take
key.
the item for you, unless you really want the XP instead. Or you could take the skill that you could never use.
Yeah, I'm not taking that skill. Do you want the skill, though, to replace Charm? Or not that, but Forest Blessing, but...
I think
the item's a bit better,
I
isn't
would
it?
take it if we were, like, totally full, but we're not, so...
Okay. Yeah, I kind of forgot that this is only when you explore, so...
Yeah. If it was
do you
like,
want to explore right now, John?
Hey, you can get your own Forest Blessing. Or your own, Charmed Panther. We can each have a Charmed Panther.
We can have double Charmed Panthers!
I love it. I'm into it.
That's really the only thing we can do here other than experience, so we should.
And you can tsunami a bit if you want.
We have 5+1 dice. But yeah, getting rid of one of these to free up the heroics, I think, is a bit better. Plus, it helps with up there, right?
Yeah.
Gamble?
I'll take a gamble at this point. Yay! And you roll heroics, because no one has any peril
weird
skills
gap there.
except for. And you didn't roll any ones, at least yet. You also have Water Blessing, so. Oh, there's none left.
Whoops.
So actually, you see that pop-up that came up? We get like bug reports all the time about.
No, not that.
If you click it, we get bug reports all the time. It's like, why am I discarding a die?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
And then you're still going to get bug reports because people aren't going to read it, so then you're going to turn it into a toggle that you need to slide in order to confirm.
A slide toggle. Yeah, I think of making the general supply like flash neon green or whatever when that comes up. Yeah, I mean you could roll
like
Water Blessing and
do this. Oh yeah,
trade discard the 2 and maybe get a better number. Because we don't need the 2.
Yeah, but do we need this 1? The 1 does nothing.
That's fair.
I mean,
we could put heroics on.
If we did that, we would have a 6 for this.
That's true. That seems okay. Putting 1 heroic up top, or on the magic spot.
The magic spot. Like, what's the magic word?
You didn't say the magic word. That all seems okay. And you get your Charmed Panther.
God creates man. No, God creates dinosaurs. God kills dinosaurs. God creates man. Man kills God. Man creates dinosaurs.
Woman inherits the earth. Dinosaurs eat.
Oh no! Biden is turning into. Shoot. The actor's name. I can't remember it now. Shoot. It's from the SNL skit. It was the SNL skit of the second debate when Biden enters this machine to warp into the debate stage and ends up being the fly on Pence's head.
Oh,
did you see that?
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, yeah. It's like, oh no, Biden's turning Jeff Goldblum now. Life just finds a way.
And of course, the great Laura Dern, who we were quoting. All right, and more perils. It's peril time.
We have Water Blessing.
We have Water Blessing. We have Heroics. Dungeoneering. We have lots of magic dice. We're okay to take the time. And we could confront the fiend. Or we could confront the fiend next encounter if you want. To get rid of that gets rid of the destroy your stuff effect.
Is there one more door? Well, I'm equal now, right?
There's one more door, isn't there?
I'm at my item and skill cap, so I won't be destroying any of my stuff anyway. But yeah, I think there's one more door.
Are all of our items 2 XP ones? We have very crappy weapons. No, our items.
Hmm.
No, you have a 3 XP sword, so you could trade that and get the 3 XP. Then we're 3 XP away from level up.
Isn't it kind of weird that you want to hold on to the crappy stuff? It's like, oh, it's a 2 experience weapon. Let me trade my 3 experience weapon for that.
Yeah, you wanna like learn from your advanced weapons, but then go back to your tried and true, like cursed razor of -1. If you want to see the doors, we can just like flee and then press undo.
I think we still have one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's one. I mean, I would take it, and I would probably do we could probably do the sprint across. We would just have to use more heroics.
Yeah.
The bolster is pretty easy for us to do. There are the 2 armor
Bolster
boxes
is almost trivial. Sprint across is... Yeah, it would require more out of us. I mean, I'm using Water Blessing for sure, but am I going to use a Tsunami? I feel like if I'm using Tsunami, I kind of want to sprint across. So if we have the 3 and the 4, and we have 3, 1, 1, 1, so that'd be 4 dice left over. We have aid still.
If you feel good about,
but we wouldn't necessarily heal off of that.
Across, and we don't want to spend the time. I think we could.
I'm greedy. Okay. I'm greedy. Okay, I regret all my decisions.
I'll roll
Oh, but if you roll a 1,
I rolled a 1.
We spent more time and took more damage.
That's right.
I'm so sorry.
In the face, we're not rolling a 3 or 4. Let's see. If we don't roll a 4, all right, we're not getting the 10. Well, we'll see what your Water Blessing does. Oh no!
I forgot about that.
We have a 1.
We could confront the fiend.
Well, where are we at right now? We're at 6, 7. We're at 7 out of 10. Confronting the fiend gets us 2 6s, though, right? Like, it's really good.
I mean, I could Water Blessing get rid of this die, but I'd have to roll a 5 or a 6 because that would be reduced by 1.
We can confront the fiend with heroics.
And
get 2 6s. And then you can roll Water Blessing for free. And I mean, with 2 6s, Water Blessing would need to roll a 1 for us to do worse, right? If it's a 2, I guess it needs to be, yeah, if it's 2, we're okay. So I think this is...
okay.
We already weren't going to fill the box, so...
The fiend backs down for a moment, but keeps hounding you. Are those messages randomized, or is it based on which threat level you just reached?
It's based on the threat level. Yeah, so, I mean, you can roll your Water Blessing now and roll well. Just don't get a 1. Yay, a 2! I mean, we had aid, and we have healing, so we would have been fine.
We would have been fine, yeah. Okay. Well, my greed cost us.
It didn't really cost us, did it?
Well, you took a damage and we spent 3 time versus we could have spent 2 time.
I probably wouldn't have rolled Daring Gamble, that's true. You also could have rolled more Tsunami. You chose not to.
Yeah, I thought we'd be fine, and then we weren't.
Ooh, that razor bark.
Oh, this is...
Ooh, this is a thing. Light. I've got all these agility skills and somehow not managed to get any more agility dice. I don't know. We're at our limits. We need to stick to them.
We would level up off of this.
Yeah, well, Force Blessing, I'd try to trade a 3 skill or a 3 item. We don't have any more 3 items, do we?
Nope.
But Force Blessing is 3 experience, I think. I would probably trade that. I would like to get focus plan. Oh, well, I guess it does. It's a specific type, so it's sort of like cleave. But I have all those kinds of dice.
It would increase Charmed Panther, so it's now a 5.
Gives me a 5 there.
But you would be very, like, you're using all of your agilities now between, like, everything, and you don't even have enough now, so... Or I guess 3 plus 1 is 4, 2 here, 1 there, so yeah, your dice are very thinly spread. I don't have a use for focus plan. Oh, I guess I have Charm Panther, never mind, I forgot. But then again, I put the agility in here, I can't increase an agility die as the result, so... I mean, our 2 Charmed Panthers take care of the strength part, at least.
Yeah. Also, we're rolling 4 strength.
And that, but I mean, yeah, we will be able to mitigate a lot of this. The mana is actually the one that's a bit tougher.
I mean, it's basically just 1 poison because of feint, so probably.
True. Yeah.
We cover most of the rest of it. So, and then we can decide at the end if we want to focus plan or just straight XP. So.
Sure.
Gotta exile.
Well, I'm not going to exile one of my tsunami dice.
That is the downside of this thing, exiling. But I think doing it once is okay.
I'll go ahead and roll a tsunami.
Rolling 1?
I'm saving them for an emergency.
For a rainy day. I mean, most of the time, I roll all of them on the first encounter.
Yeah, well, you're just weird, John.
No matter what it is, because like they're going to go up on the fiend. So, I'll roll this. I'll die if I lose a health, but I'll just use the potion, right?
I think cure doesn't work automatically like healing does.
No, cure does work automatically.
Oh, does it? I feel like it didn't, but okay.
You just don't get it'd be better to use aid. So that's like the downside, right? Just like healing potion has a downside where you should have used it to get 3. Sure. Instead, you're only using it to get 2. But cure works the same way.
Okay.
I don't think we need the heroic die if you roll a 5 anyways, though. So whoever you think should roll this.
You can take it.
All right. Hope you got strength. Well, yeah, you get fireball candidates.
That does that part. This could go wherever. That probably goes there unless we're using it up there for some reason.
Yeah, I have...
Charmed Panther. Well, I guess either way, Charmed Panther is not going to do that much.
I mean, Charmed Panthers would go here, and we could make that heroic 5 if we wanted. That's the thing. I guess
You do have a reroll, I guess.
Yeah.
To factor in.
And I guess we want bigger agility dice, so we want an agility. I mean, I got an agility 6. So I guess I get a heroic out of this. I think I reroll one of these, and he's a heroic 1, and then maybe that's bad, or maybe he's a 3. These ones aren't doing anything, I guess. Maybe I should reroll one of those. What do you? I don't know.
Agility at least has a potentially direct effect, whereas strength is questionable.
That can become a heroic 1. Let's see what happens. Well, it got worse. But there's this.
Things can't possibly get any worse than this. Narrator, it got worse.
And we're gonna need a heroic for this.
Yeah, we still have our 2 Charmed Panthers, which
yeah, they're very charming.
Are going to turn into a heroic 4 probably.
Right. So we'd actually don't need to cover one of these boxes.
True that.
So like this, and then yeah, I guess we could like fill this with trash. right?
Yeah, make a heroic from there.
We only can make 2 heroics, so... But we can put dice up at the top, so...
Yeah.
We can make a trash heroic for that, and then, like, use these dice, actually, for up top. I don't know.
Cover the 4, the strength 4 and agility 4 up there.
Yeah.
And then we can also cover the 6 with our heroic.
We have these 2 little ones that are for Razor.
Razorbark just got glasses. They're square lenses.
He's got snake eyes. That seems okay.
I'll allow it.
All right, now we have to decide what we're putting on, what we're taking.
Yeah, I don't think I'm taking focused plan. I mean,
yeah, I think you're right about, like, just I don't have enough dice to use all my skills, and so, like, replacing a skill that gets me dice with a skill that needs dice is hard to pick. So I think we just take the XP, unless you think taking the item is better and not.
I mean, if you take the item, you get a heart, which means you now have 2 extra HP. But if we level up, you heal, which means that you have 2 extra HP. So, like,
I mean, I'm okay. I could take the item, and then I'm always for.
And then we can level up in the next fight, which means you'll get that hit point back.
And we might be able to level up evenly. All right, I'll take the item, unless you want it. I mean, right now, I guess it should be for me, but.
I mean, I don't really put much value in the hit point items just because I generally go with win big.
Right. All right. So you are.
If you win big, then you don't take damage anyway. But
so you are not converting an item now because you have equal.
Yeah.
And also we confronted the fiends, so that's effect is not at play.
Yes, but I also have equal numbers of items.
Hey, this guy again.
Immunity.
I think we got feint off of him. Is that where this card came from? Yeah. Immunity is nice.
The combination of feint and immunity makes us ignore a time, a damage, and a poison.
That's really good. It's just like we don't have to put dice on the challenge boxes. Who needs dice? We just don't put dice. That's our strat.
But where does it go? Force Blessing?
I mean, yeah, I could easily replace Forest Blessing with that.
I don't know. I feel like Fireball and Charm Panther are like making up a lot of the dice I don't have.
No, I think I would replace Forest Blessing out of all the stuff we've got.
Yeah.
Well, there's also an agility die, which is kind of nice, but immunity is, and it works in perils too. Really good.
Oh yeah.
And does this boss have poison on his poisony? Yeah, so it works on the boss.
Nice.
And also, if we would like have a skill that costs time, we can then use it without exiling a die, I think.
Nice. Like transmute?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, that transmute, did we get it as XP maybe? Is it gone?
I think it's gone. I don't remember where it went, but it's gone.
I don't know that you can see that. Cards that have been removed from the game.
Yeah, because this is not removed from the game. They're just, yeah. I did not realize until like 3 months ago that cards that convert to experience are removed from the game and don't re-enter the supply.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed it would, but I was
think we
wrong.
can beat up this guy. We do have to.
I'll take the poison because you will die if you take poison damage, and I'll roll my last tsunami die. Therefore, I've rolled all my tsunami dice. John, are you happy now?
Yes. I rolled a 5. I'm more happy. I'm rolling this because I have rerolls.
Yep.
And I might use it.
Well then.
You don't have a convenient fireball member.
I don't. I mean, this would probably be the best. And then all the mana's covered.
That is coverage.
And then it's up to what we want for Charm Panther. Oh, right, yeah.
Then things can slot right in.
And that one's probably just there.
I mean, that could end up making a heroic potentially, but yeah, it's probably there. These can go.
Oh yeah, now that we did that.
What did I re-roll? Strength 1. I think.
Yeah, if that becomes a 5, that's good.
It becomes a 6.
Way to one-up me, John.
Who needs your 1? We don't. Oh, I guess we do. We need your 2. Get in there. I can cover that 5 as well. I also have a lot of little garbage to put in here. Well, let's use the 1s here, actually.
Yeah, that's why I was like, the 2 can go up to the fiend, but the 1s can't. That's why I put the 1 in the box.
But I can precision up this strength to cover the time so we don't spend 2 time. Actually, we have a heroic that we could just put in there. Boop.
Boop.
Okay, then we have, like, do whatever.
I think that we could confront... No, we can't.
Yeah, we're short. So if this might be too many dice. Actually, what I can do is first make this better. Actually, we could confront with Charm Panther. No, we can't because we don't have the right dice. We probably could arrange.
We could confront this turn and get 2 6s back, and then cover whatever we use. Like if we confront with these.
Right. I think, but we could save it for the next encounter, like you were saying before. Like previously.
See, this is how John works, everyone. He denies that my plan is good until the next floor when he's like, "Oh yeah, that was actually a good plan." I'm kidding. But no, yeah, we're not really.
That was a different situation.
Yeah. It was, for sure. Yeah, we're not really like having any issues with these that we need to get rid of them right away.
I think I would throw one of those Charm Panther dice up there, though, if it's not too problematic with the dice pool.
1,
like
2, 3. We could do an agility.
We're still only rolling 3 agility. Like, having 5 agility in the pool or 4 agility in the pool is like okay. So.
And we're taking immunity here, right?
Yeah, I'll take immunity and replace my reroll skill. Yeah, we've got the double rock worm. Rock worm.
I'll let Rogue heal. Well, if I heal myself, we don't spend extra time, though.
True.
Do you feel healthy with your 3 damage?
It's fine. We've got potions. And
We've yet to use a potion.
We're not taking much damage because of all of our shenanigans. So
yeah.
We've actually, all the damage I've taken is from Daring Gamble, I'm pretty sure.
These represent your daring failures.
I'm pretty sure that is 100% true. So.
And I got my tsunami die back.
Oh, we might have taken 1 from an encounter where we chose to take damage to the fire elemental. And maybe
I do need to use this before we descend because we have a heroic up here, and I'm going to put 4 in my pool, and yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll confront the boss this fight probably, so the fiend.
Oh, no, actually, no, that's right. When we descend, this goes away anyway, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, I mean, we get a strength die here, or a terrible skill.
Yeah, I agree.
We're pretty good on dice for this. I mean, we don't have a lot of agility, but we have like a lot of skills that get us agility.
Yeah.
And we're
Charmed Panther, basically.
We're getting 6s.
I'm gonna save my tsunami. Do you want to gamble?
Nah.
As we start getting close to the end, it feels like we don't really want to gamble that much. Roll your dice. Okay, John, show off.
All right, I can click this for free.
John's like, I developed the game, so I know exactly which pixel to click to get 6s.
I know which clixel to click. Let's get these. I don't have rerolls anymore, so we can do whatever. And we should we can confront whatever we want, but if we get to a point where we run out of dice, like agility dice, now we're out of agility dice, so we need to confront to get another one if we want one, which we don't actually need one because
faint. Well, you only have 6s left, so
yeah, but I'm putting agility into faint, so I don't need more agility. Also, we literally don't need more agility because
we have the squares covered. Why don't we just cover all the squares, John?
I could put the 4 on that one too. But I think we confront so that we can then fill up more boxes. Like, that's why I was saying...
Yeah, because we could get a head start on the next one.
We could get a head start on the next sequence, whereas in the previous fight, we couldn't. We wouldn't be able to put anything on, so... Yeah, we have, like, everything covered. But I think, even though we have everything covered, like, we have enough...
Oh, we can't put that 4 there.
Oh, right, we can't put that, but, like, you can get a Charmed Panther die, or we can get 6s, right? Like...
Yeah.
So we throw, I guess...
Yeah, we do have a lot of overflow here, so yeah.
Throw strength up here and confront and get, like...
everything we would possibly want and more.
Probably more, I guess it would be agility, so because we have strength and magic that we're putting up, so let's put up agility. Up top. These are all going up top. Alright. Agility. And agility. Boop. I guess, like, there's other boxes here. Dice on them. Sure. Whatever.
Because you didn't use faint, we're still taking 1 damage.
Yeah, well, use your Panther on it.
Oh, right. Hi, how are you doing? Okay.
And then just put, like, 6s everywhere. I think that's everything. I have like precision and faint, but no dice left to really do with them, so I think that's okay. We could probably like optimize it so we have 1 more dice up top if we really wanted to, but that would probably take another 10 minutes.
Yeah, we don't really have good numbers here. We have lots of 4s, 5s, and 6s, and a 2.
Yeah, that seems fine.
I mean, we could confront again. But no, I would...
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to cover everything then.
I would not at that point be able to cover everything.
We're still not covering everything, so put that die back.
Yeah, I was trying to remember where that was. All right. Not undo. End encounter. All right.
Strength for the strength god. I guess that's for you.
I mean, I don't have anything that cares about strength is the thing,
Yeah,
but you
like,
also don't have anything that cares about strength either.
I was only taking strength because you were full, and the only items we were getting were strength.
The problem is that if I take this, I have 2 skills and 3 items.
Oh, right.
And we're going to descend soon.
I guess we're descending soon. That's true.
Which means this will come back up. So
sure, I mean, just give it to me, and I'll trade it with something else later. So at least it's more dice to roll.
all right, so I think we explore a door and then we decide whether we want to, or I keep saying we enter a door and then we decide if we want to explore next turn. So if we explore right now, it's 2 doors. If we explore after entering this door, it's 2 doors unless we spend time.
Okay. Then shouldn't we? Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, we could just explore right now.
So if we explore right now, then we go into a door with 0 time, right? If we click a door right now, we get a door at 4 time and also a door at 0 time. Isn't that the truth?
Yes.
So we should do the
But we'd have the same number of doors anyway. Yeah, so we should enter right now.
Hey!
Volume guy. Piercing potion.
Yeah, piercing is a little
Is there
OP.
armor here?
And
oh
poison
boy.
also has yeah, potion for sure. Whenever the boss has armor.
Yes. That's like the first thing I do is that.
Yeah. Even if it doesn't, like some of
I mean, it would negate threat level 4 as well, which is nice.
Yeah, let's...
So we're entering for sure. Since we need volume of dice, I'm going to tsunami.
Yeah, I'll skip Daring Gamble though, because it's super necessary.
I'll take the die this time since you don't care about it. Well, I guess you could throw it into feint.
Yeah.
If it was like a 1.
We could do if you want.
I'll give it to you.
I don't have any rerolls though, so that's the major thing.
Yeah. I could have also put it into Fireball, I guess, but oh yeah, I was not going to evenly line up anyway.
I don't have any 3s.
But I don't need that strength in this encounter unless I need to convert, but no, I need the volume more than Fireball. We need agility.
Well, I can click this.
Our agility is crap.
Well, we can get a little less crap. Put it on the more important
and
one.
you can feint at least, which will take your 2 bad agilities. I guess we could...
I can precision them too.
We could confront, but that's going to give us 2 6s, which doesn't really help here.
I mean, we confronting with the one
with the strength,
that we can't use is not bad, but I don't know that we have that. I don't think the balance works. I guess we could just, but we can still also make as many heroics as we want. We don't have that restriction anymore. I would say let's see what we can do without confronting, and if we are stuck, then maybe we confront.
Yeah. I mean, my mana 2s are otherwise like.
I
mean, we're ignoring a time and a poison, so I ignored those 2.
Right, but 6 and 5 are the same.
One's not doing anything.
Fireball with one of the 6s. In this fight, 6 and 5 are the same. So
fair.
And then just like cover as much as you can with the Panther and things, because we are mostly covering everything already. I think here, like if you Panther and agility. No, it doesn't matter because we're going to be getting the other one with like my heroic, right? Actually, yeah, we can leave this and this because we can feint.
Yeah, that covers all of it then. Not covers all, but now we have no consequences.
Oh yeah,
you don't even have to cover that.
So then we can like load up and be ready to confront on the next door. Assuming we're okay with where the dice numbers are.
Yeah, that's 3 strength.
Honestly, we could use a heroic instead.
Heroic's probably better.
It doesn't, because we're gonna like roll our dice and then get the free dice. So like we could put another heroic.
Probably replace a strength with a heroic because we're currently 3 up there, rolling 5, and we're gaining strength.
Sure. Yeah, because we're not rolling a lot of heroic to begin with. We don't, and we'll confront before we roll again, or before before we descend or whatever. So
I support this.
Cool. Yeah, that immunity feint is just silly. It's like we don't have to cover a bunch of the boxes that we don't care.
Piercing.
We're not gaining strength. We're gaining potion.
All right. So if we enter this door, it's the end of the floor. If we explore, we can enter a door with 0 time, and then enter a door with 2 hearts on the door, or whatever.
Yep. I'm into it. Click it.
And possibly stay on the floor for a little longer, depending on how it goes. All right.
Which door would you like to enter?
It's a question that we haven't asked yet in this stream. And it's this douche. Also, we're not entering a door with 0 time. What am I talking about?
It's going to cost a health for us to enter.
I mean, it costs us a health to flee and enter another door as well.
Yeah.
So, are we going to fight this guy, or are we going to flee and descend?
I would be fine to fight him, take a health for that magic item.
Yeah, we need to get items. We got to start getting volumes of dice.
Yeah. So, let's enter it, take a health.
And you've been taking a lot of damage for the team. I'll take 1. No! 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 Don't do it, John! No!
Sure. Hey, medium dice. It's like an average roll. Maybe not. I didn't get any ones. Maybe we should use our potion to ignore armor boxes.
Right. We are empty of strength right now.
Let's just confront now, right? Like, there's no reason not to.
Yeah, if we're gonna descend, then yeah.
Unless we can just cover all the boxes without using skills, which maybe we can.
It's possible.
It's pretty close to being able to do that, especially with our silly skills.
I mean, we do have like room for agilities, and we don't need the strength that much. Although we do have 2 4s we need to place, but we can just charm Panther and replace the bad strength.
Yeah.
So.
I need that. You can do the other one.
Oh yeah, we also have immunity, so we just have to cover one of them.
We're spending 1 time right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, discard 1. It's fine. So I guess we just save the confront to the next fight. Like, we don't need to use this confront unless we need to use it, right? If we're gonna stick around or not stick around.
Yeah, so we can stay then. Yeah.
I think we just stay on the floor and keep looking for stuff. That magic should probably go for you.
If I take this item, or if you take this item, then...
Yeah, just take this item, and then take a skill in the next door.
You're currently at the cap anyway. If you take this item, you can't take another skill anyway. So I'd take this item, and then I take the next skill, whatever it is, just to keep the item.
Yeah, or, I mean, convert to XP. Convert to XP. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Right, I'll take the health because I have.
Because you have more, yeah. No,
yeah,
not that one.
Look at both doors. Hey, yeah, easy peasy.
No time is spent.
And there's a skill for you.
Oh, what even was that? Oh, it's just a skill.
It's a skill. It's not a good skill, but it's a skill.
It's a skill and not a potion, which would have taken the skill slot.
All right, it's a lot of 1s. It's a lot of 1s and 3s. Probably confront here. I mean, we do have things. Oh, you would. I think we don't have a magic 6. We don't have enough strength. I think we just confront, right?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Plus, then we could use Charmed Panther for strength like we wanted to. The fiend slinks away and will not bother you.
Dinky. And what else do we want? A strength? Yeah.
Probably strength.
You can have the strength.
Yay!
Then we can actually gain our Panther strength.
Yay!
Right, and that's gonna go somewhere. I guess I'm gonna like do this, because why not? That's gonna go down there. That's gonna go over there. And you can do the rest.
Alright, so Fireball at least will give me the strength 5 I need. There are no strength left in the general supply.
Still not, yeah, we still actually have a lot of strength. We could probably have gotten away with it without
2, 3, 4,
confronting,
5, 6, 7. All because we are just naturally at the cap because we exiled a die.
Yeah, we exiled the strength.
0 consequences. Perfect. All right, so now let's put the
yeah.
remaining dice up here. No, we can't. That's a bug. No, because we're at threat level 0.
We have more boxes to fill. But then, like...
Nope, the fiend is gone. All right, I will take that skill, sure.
All right, well, we can look at the other door and decide. Ooh.
Forest Blessing.
It's pretty easy for us. I could take Forest Blessing and get it back. Sure, why not? We're rolling 6, 7 dice, and Water Blessing, 8 dice.
If we don't do this, then I am ashamed. Ashamed,
Yeah.
I say.
8 dice, and we have immunity. Not that there's poison on the card, but skip.
Daring gamble.
You
Right,
roll it,
and
'cause you get rerolls.
Yeah, I get a reroll.
And you're rerolling 1, so like you're rolling tons of
Oh,
dice.
good. I got something to reroll.
I roll 1. Yeah, well, you can roll your Water Blessing first and see what you get. Well, we don't need to use the reroll.
Did we just win?
We just win. Yay, I contributed. The shame dice.
The dice of shame.
I need to like put a feature in where that does something for Chris. I mean, I generally, if I have room to take something, I take something over XP. So let's do that.
Yeah, the only time that I would think about XP is if I'm on level 1 and I need that heroic, or if I'm almost leveling to level 4, but...
OMG, Fiend level 4!
The Fiend is enraged and determined to stop you. So now each combat encounter, add armor to all large boxes.
And all the other bad things. We have actually 24 time on this floor. That's a lot. Often I'm here and it's like, you have 16 time. I guess because I've leveled up further or whatever, because I was playing on easy. All right. So we're safe for the Explorer, I think, right, for the counts. So let's...
I mean, what else could we do right now?
True. That is the one thing you get to do. And here you get to see, we had to compromise a little. The undo button is on top of a door because of fiends on this floor only.
It's very tight right here.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it looks like on my end that there's space to the left and to the right, but I assume that you're kind of, you know, working around a smaller, like a monitor that isn't 16 by 9.
Yeah, we support 4x3, so
yeah.
All that wasted space, not everyone has that. And
exactly.
There's no real smart way to lay things out. Like, that helps a whole lot, really, so on a wider screen. Potentially, but not a huge amount. Cool. So, what do we got? The worst potion. Can't use it on the boss.
Can't use it on the boss. Only good for barrels.
Have you ever taken
I guess this is the first time we can actually get an agility item.
Actually, no, there was an agility item on the immunity, but immunity was so good that we took it.
True.
No, I think we could take that and replace a strength item, for sure. Because we need agility.
We need to get 6s somehow, which we do have one agility 6 guaranteed, and then with
we have 2 agility 6
precision we can
basically
get a 6.
Yeah. So yeah, but
pulverized is a 33% chance of a 6, but that's basically it.
Yeah. No, I think it's definitely a good idea to be getting a bit more agility. We don't actually have to worry about the armor box for as long as we see.
Yeah, the armor box isn't a problem at all, but we still got to get the 6s. At least the agilities are very important because they're the skulls.
That's true. Yeah. If we don't get the agility 6s, we're not doing anything except barely surviving.
But yeah, getting that, replacing a strength with agility then makes sense. So bolster or sprint across, probably just bolster. That's twice as many blue dice as purple dice.
We crush bolster, we can put some extra dice up on the top. So.
And now that we're on floor 3, we're getting 3 6s when we confront.
Yeah, so you could consider rolling all of your heroic dice here in Tsunami, but it's up to you. I would definitely roll at least one.
I would strongly consider that, Lude.
I mean, I don't know if that's right. It feels right to me when there's like so many boxes to fill at the top and everything is horrible.
Yeah, if we can get past the armor thing, that's like the one that's going to make a lot of fights harder.
The bolster large box is going to have armor once you click it.
Oh, well, no, because it's just combats.
Oh, it's only combat encounters. Oh, that's true. Yeah. So only combats. But still, there's a bunch of armor on.
Like, if this became an armor, it would actually make this fight a lot easier because you would just ignore the 3 and a 4.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It would. I'm sure Chris thought of that, and that's why he's smart and I'm dumb.
Yeah, I think it's bolster.
Makes sense. Yeah. And then up to you, heroic feat.
Yeah, let's be greedy here.
Then I'm not going to roll mine.
Okay, fine then. Fine, well, I mean, don't contribute, John. Fine.
I think mine is just too risky with what we're doing, so. I'm also rerolling your 1, so you're welcome.
John contributed.
Well, you have Water Blessing, but right now we're out of heroic dice.
Oh yeah, we are. Because I rolled all of them. Well, I need it, and I would have been out anyway.
Yeah, but we can re-roll your 1, and then does it make sense to re-roll your 1 now? It's the same, right? Basically.
I could re-roll the mana 1, and then use Water Blessing to re-roll the heroic 1.
Well, this is re-roll all your 1s.
Oh, re-roll all. Yeah, might as well do that then.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I'll click this though.
It's a 1 anyways, so you may as well Water Blessing.
All right, I'll Water Blessing it. It just really wanted it to be a 1. Why did that box pop up though? There's nothing on there.
Yeah, that popped up because it got changed by Water Blessing, but there's actually
shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's something I fixed for the next build. Was like,
okay,
for some reason the engine sends like change this die value by 0 sometimes, and so sometimes it pops up messages for no reason because of that. But I fixed that. All right, so we fill boxes and then also fill fiend boxes. Probably, I guess we can put a reasonable number of heroics into the fiend boxes as well. Like 2.
I mean, if I do this, that covers those, and then we throw these up there. 2's probably fine. We have 3 in the supply. We have 1 that we roll innately, 1 possibly from Daring Gamble, 1 from Pulverize, 1 from Forest Blessing. But Forest Blessing funds Fiend, I guess. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, that seems good. And hopefully we confront sooner rather than later, so.
Yeah. We have a lot of dice and actions happening now that we should be able to cover these. We'll get 3 6s out of it, so we'll basically get what we paid back.
So you see why I like to throw that big tsunami on the first encounter, because you have a huge step on that.
Yeah, but in the first encounter, we'd have only gotten 1 6, not 3 6s.
Sure.
You're talking about the first in this floor. I can agree with the first of level 3, but the first of level 1, it's like...
That's true, yeah.
1 6 doesn't really make or break it, I feel like. Plus, these consequences were trivial, so...
All right, I'll take the item and swap out the bad strength, unless you don't want agility. I want agility for my skill.
I don't have a need. Well, I guess I have Pulverize, so I need the strength a little more. Yeah. You don't have a need for strength, so...
Put my old crappy strength for a new crappy agility.
I mean, we could put 4 experience in, but that's not going to be that much better, and you need the health.
I will never convert a health item. What are you talking about?
I've converted a health item.
I've seen you do it. All right, that agility is going to come in handy here, and so might some 6s from confronting.
Indeed.
Awareness can't use against the boss. Also only on perils. It's good though, but especially with all the armors, but we're not on this floor very long. We could get
Oh no, we gained an armor on this strength 10 box. Whatever shall we do?
I think we're okay with that. We could drink our potion if we really have to. You think we need a heroic here, or are we good without it?
We're probably fine.
Yeah,
The
we'll
later
probably
on we're in a game, we don't need to gamble as much, I feel.
We'll probably confront anyway, right? Oh, here we're not getting enough dice. Oh yeah, we are not getting as much.
Oh, we have too many manas up there. Well, that's okay. We don't need many manas in this encounter.
I guess I miscounted. I thought we had the right number of manas, but we don't. So you should get dice first because you need manas more than me. But I'll roll the extra die, I think. Probably. For my skills, I once again have the Forest Blessing.
And you need it.
All right, so we've got these little agility 2s that seem like they go up here, and we do that, right?
Yeah, we can Charmed Panther. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, do we want to do a reroll first of something, or do we want to?
I mean, yeah, because when we confront, we're not getting something we're rerolling anyway, so we might as well use that reroll up first.
Yeah, probably this heroic too.
Yeah, because the one goes into faint.
Yeah. Be better. Nope.
It's worse!
Well, they're going into faint anyway. Okay, well, this can happen. And I can Charmed Panther. We're okay with... Yeah, we're going to be getting good dice.
Yeah.
So, let's do this. And then we can, like,
And confront!
Change what we get if we
You
decide.
gain a brief respite, but the fiend is right back after you!
We're going to want... Oh, we don't need magic. Holy crap, your roll of magic.
And I don't think we need strength either, because I have Fireball too, so...
No, just all agility?
Do we just win?
Strength, we've got 10 from Fireball, 4 for the armor, and your Panther for that. So yeah, it's just all agility. And I took it all because I'm a greedy. But you can fill in other boxes because you got the armor.
I'm going to take Mouse, because it's my turn to do things.
Yeah, do your turn. What are you waiting for? Pulverize.
We need the dice, though.
Actually, you can use your Charm Panther die to pulverize if you want.
Oh. Well, I'm going to steal your dice.
Hey. I mean, I'm going to faint, so with all these... Hey, my stuff. Now there's just... Yeah, then...
Yeah, I guess the question is, like, what are we going to throw up there, though?
Yeah.
I mean, with immunity, did we need to cover all the squares that I covered? I don't think we did.
A lot of them have hearts on them. I guess we could leave that one. But then we still have to cover a different one.
We can ignore the poison one. I'm sorry. I moved the mouse. We can ignore that one,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
We can also, if there's a time one on its own, but you end up doing the same thing.
Same
right?
thing,
Like,
yeah.
Still use die, so.
Well, I mean, I guess I could Charm Panther, but we don't really need a second 6 anyway.
Yeah.
You don't always need a second 6, but then you have it.
Well, if you use the strength for that, you can get a heroic and put a heroic up top instead. That's right. Instead of gaining a agility from your Panther, gain a strength, and you can put it into pulverize and turn it into a heroic. It will go up top.
Yeah, we do need more heroics up there. You're right.
Because we have like millions of 6s we can put up
Nice.
on the top anyways. Well, there you go, heroic 6. And we haven't used a
Or I can
heroic
go over here.
we never used a heroic on the encounter, like at all. That's hilarious.
It just kind of happened. So we still gotta, cover one of those and then finagle the rest.
put it 6 up. We just make sure we don't put too many dice up, I guess.
Right. We can't
this
put.
might be where we like dance around this a little bit, right? Like.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Like...
We only have 6 mana, so if we want to avoid the same situation we had last time, we can't put all those mana, the 2/5/5 up there.
Right. So only 2 manas up there. So what I'm saying is we can take a strength.
Yeah.
And then.
And then put the 5 on the mana.
And take like. Do something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Do something.
Or
I don't know, take the agility 6 into the agility 3. You have precision, which is good. Yeah, if you precision the 1 up to the, is that my 3 or your 3? I assume it's your 3 if it's yeah. Put that up on there, and then I'll take this 6. Put that there.
And then put a magic. No,
but we still have 3 up there. What the hell? Math.
I mean, we can use the heroic 6 down there on the dungeon card if we want. Do I still have Forest Blessing? No, I think I used it. Yeah. I think with all these dice, there's like a way we can work out.
There has to be.
Putting them where we want. So let's just, take the ones off that we can take off. And look at it. So that has to be there on 2 hearts. This one has the time and the heart. Yeah,
so if we can avoid covering that one along with the singular poison.
This one has.
I mean, we might be fine to just have extra mana up there because we'll be ready to confront away again immediately anyway.
That's true.
And we'll get 3 6s from that.
I guess the thing is we want to use the mana dice down here as much as we can because we don't want to put them up top.
But I mean, like, if we want to put the fewest number of dice on the encounter, that 5 would be the golden candidate. But then again, I mean, it's probably fine. Like, even just right now, it's fine. We'll have 1 fewer mana, but you don't need your mana anyway.
That seems okay. Yeah, I don't need my mana, so click end encounter.
Abyssal Depths is making the end of encounters more interesting.
It definitely is. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of that, and I mean we're just at the start of looking at it. I'm sure more interesting strategies are going to come out. I'm thinking replacing an item to get a heart for one of us.
I would get to the level up faster.
I mean, replacing an item gets to a level up, but not as fast.
Yeah, if we get this 4 experience right now, we're guaranteed level up in the next fight. If we convert a 2 experience, we'll need a 4 experience to level up. I mean, I play fast and loose with hit points, but I mean, if we're at the point where we're being ridiculous, it doesn't matter. We're not really 100% set for the boss, though, is part of the problem, but...
that potion helps a lot, though. So... yeah. That just makes it much easier. We have 4 agility.
And we do ignore a poison, right? So
yeah,
if we ignore the agility 6 in the upper right corner, we just have to cover these bottom 5 boxes 3 times. Not really ideal, but if we do happen to have a lucky 6, then it'll be a 2-round fight. So I don't know.
Yeah, that seems okay.
It's just the number of 6s that we don't have guaranteed right now is what's hard. But
well, we just need to find. Well, there's no dexterity skill, right? That's in the core game. Well, there's
there's a 6.
You'd have to trade in pulverize. Could you bear it? Could you bear to trade in pulverize?
Could I bear to turn in pulverize?
We do have to exile a heroic and a strength, which I think is okay.
I think we're fine.
Not the best. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I mean, we could be playing in a dungeon where we have already exiled like 10 dice, so...
Oh yeah, the other thing to think about, though, we do have a lot of potions. Just thinking back to the boss situation. I get a 5 off of Flame Walk, a Strength 5 off of Flame Walk, I get a Strength 5 off of Fireball. Aid turns those into 6s.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have... the strength 6 is covered, and we have 1 6 from Feint. So now it's just a matter of covering the mana 22 and the agility 6,
Well,
which...
Flame Walk is an agility 6 straight up, so
Oh, yeah, we also get that 6 too, right?
that's what I was looking at originally.
You were looking at the 6. I was looking at the 5 and fixing that problem. All right, so Flame Walk is automatically being taken, which means we're
and
doing
then
this fight.
We also level up, so you gotta exile.
But
exile the
Lou,
heroic.
this was a 4 experience fight, so you could have taken the 2 experience die last time.
Yep. Poor strength die. Nope.
All good dice first. You can take that because you have rerolls. I'll roll my dice first.
You got spare change for Fireball. And I didn't roll great. Not that bad, but not that great. Should I re-roll Forest Blessing first? You have a roll as well.
I do.
And we do have a Heroic available even after doing this. So I think I re-roll my Heroic maybe.
Go for it.
See what we get. Excellent.
It wanted to be a 1. Well, the nice thing with Pulverize, it will never become a 1 unless we're fighting the fight that dice cannot be
There,
increased.
it's a 7.
It's a 7!
Okay. Do we want to confront? I guess is a question, or do we go without that? What's the penalty actually right now? It's that.
Which neither of us are at risk.
Right.
But do we need the 2 6 or the 3 6s?
3 6s are pretty sweet.
We don't currently have an agility 6, but Feint fixes that, but the
Yeah, I mean, I
rest
can
of
go ahead
agility
and-
is a bit hard.
I'm not putting these heroics. I guess I can use agility and a heroic in case it matters. There's an armor box. I guess we're gonna need strength dice. So there's that. There's that.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me take the mouse.
Okay.
Ban! Alright.
Oh, sorry. We got a ban.
We got a ban!
Bam! The ban.
Alright, you can take mouse back.
Okay. I don't know. Things. So we're short on agility. I could cover... I mean, we're not that short because we can just ignore a lot of it.
Yeah, we're
Like,
ignoring some consequences. What happened
can-
is that we got someone spamming in our chat. Not spam like spamming emotes, but spamming an illegal site
Yeah.
on twitch.tv.
Yeah.
Well,
it's,
let's see. If I
humongous-
fireball...
humongousdockers.net spammer.
Because
You
I
see a
need...
lot of them.
I guess I already had a 5, so I didn't really do anything.
We could just cover all the boxes. So the question is, do we want to confront, or do we have enough like momentum for the confront that it makes sense to like do it? I guess, right?
We could cover all the squares and confront next fight.
Right. Yeah. So I guess it's the question of, do we want to be putting these extra dice back up top? I guess it would be how many extra dice? Like,
I would
Nice.
Charmed Panther for a heroic 4.
yeah, that's your new way to do a Charmed Panther, is to make a heroic 4.
Or agility 4, that's what I meant.
We just
It's
do
getting
this.
late.
Yeah, it is getting late. It's okay. So we do that, and then we get basically 3 6s that we put up top, and this other 6. So we put 4 dice up top. But I agree, like, the value of having those 3 6s in a situation where we really need them is very high.
Yeah. I'd say
Versus-
cover the boxes and save the confront for next fight.
Oh, right, just cover, yeah. As long as we're not shorting ourselves on dice, but I think we're okay, because...
Yeah, we have 1 spare agility. We have 2 spare strength.
we have 0 spare strength because we've exiled 2.
We have 0 spare strength because we've exiled 2.
And we have -1.
And we'll have to remember that before we use
wait.
things like Fireball and Charmed Panther.
-1 magic. So we're at our dice limits, basically, but we're able to confront, so we can get the dice back.
Yeah. I think that's fine.
We're at or over all of the dice limits.
And we're going to level up, which means I'm going to put a heroic die on my tsunami.
That's right. And then we will be at our heroic limit, pretty close to it. All right, you want the flame walk, so click away.
Yeah, flame walk for pulverize sounds fair.
We're in the same situation for heal, so
I'd say heal you, because if I aid myself, I want to be able to heal off that aid, I guess.
Right. That's fair.
Not that it super matters. If we enter this door, we can still explore to full effect next turn. Right?
We enter the door, then
minus 2 is 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. So we would enter the first door of 4 with 0 time. Although we're at the point we could just confront, I think. Or not confront, but face the boss.
Right. So
this is just overkill territory.
If we explore now, we'd be entering a door with 1 time. Which is better, right?
Put 3 down, spend 2 time. Wait, I can't math this. So put 3 down, that's 5. Spend 2 time is 3. Enter door, fight, minus 2. So we'd enter the second door with 1 time. Yeah, so it'd be a bit better if we're not going to be able to explore all 4 doors.
Trying to go to 5 doors.
Yeah.
Or, right? We're probably not trying to go to 5 doors.
Yeah, that's fair. So it's probably better to explore right now.
Yeah, as long as we're not losing an item, which I don't think we are. So, which would be a factor with the fiend.
Indeed, we should have confronted.
Let's go to that door we didn't go into. See what it is. Oh, we're actually entering with 3 time. We screwed up our math.
Well, no, because after this door we'll have 1 time, and that's when we would have entered the first door after this card.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah. The first door after this card, right. Right. Okay, so fly over. We roll 1 less, but we also get a bunch of 6s to, like, cover the armor.
Yeah, if we don't get it.
Worst case. And we have Water Blessing, and we have reroll 1s. Like, if we roll really poorly, we get to reroll them, so...
Yeah, so fly over.
It's the flyover state. And we might just smash it. So, do you want a tsunami? We might not go in another door. Like if we pull up something that is terrifying or that we don't feel is worthwhile. So I don't know.
Well, I'll tsunami so that we might be able to save the up there.
Sure. And skip that. I roll. Yeah, you roll everything. and water. Oh, we're at 0. So I don't remember. Yeah, it's the same. So whether you do water blessing or reroll the 1 first is. Oh, I guess you reroll both. So hey, so you might not want water blessing. We just cover all the boxes. We probably could have done that without rerolling the 1s with what the roll was. Yeah, shame the cliffs. Yeah,
it's a shame. You know, it's actually a shame that I can't do this because then the dice would match the number of letters in the words.
Well, we could confront the fiend, so you could.
We could confront just so I could do that. Yes, sure.
Yeah, I guess we really don't care about those effects right now, so we just go.
Go.
Go. I don't even know what we're taking.
Go.
Item.
Go, baby. Go, go, go. I don't think, like, our strength is perfect, and agility or heroic 3 does nothing, so it's item.
And actually, this also speaks to doing the explore first, because then now we can take an item and not worry about that because we're not exploring again.
Correct.
Now you have more health.
Yay! I'm gonna convert it in the next fight.
Let's explore. So we get a potion almost.
If I'm Kalyana, I would do that because Kalyana doesn't really care about damage at all, except if she takes 3. This one is an interesting dilemma.
Kalyana just breaks a lot of things in the game. She's a mascot. I mean, that's volume of dice to some extent.
So if we don't need strength dice for the boss because I'm taking care of it, then
Hey,
you
that's
could
another
take your
agility
2
item.
strength.
Oh, that's true.
Spend your 2 strength into this. You get an agility die out of it and a mana.
Right. So it's just a
But
third item.
you increase
Yeah.
one of them by 1, which could turn it into the third 6 that we need.
Yeah. And maybe it rolls a better strength than whatever I rolled. So, or whatever I, rerolled.
Yeah. You're getting robot-y.
Sorry. I feel robotic.
Am I robotic? Because OBS isn't saying I'm dropping anything.
No. I don't
It's
know.
you. It's you.
me.
Stream,
I
can you
guess
hear me just fine?
I think we do run through for the time, right? And we just confront if we need more dice, which we probably will.
Yeah, that's fair.
Seems good. And we can take another door, most likely, if we're not taking time here, so...
I got a 1. You can roll yours.
You can take Water Blessing first now. Because you didn't, so not.
Do we just win?
And... you can re-roll your 1.
That wasn't me.
I did for you.
Hit the undo button. That wasn't me.
Shame. We're again just like walking over these. We should not have done that. I don't think. I did it the way I wanted to. Stop undoing my magic.
Oh, I thought I could cover it better. Okay. Sorry.
I did it the way I wanted.
All right.
Balanced
You're taking
attack.
balanced attack.
Fine. Fine.
All right. Explore one more door.
And 2 if we're greedy.
Oh, good luck.
Oh, great. Well, I guess we take an agility item, right?
Yeah.
And dodge vines is easier. I mean, it doesn't matter because we're probably not not going to. The
I don't
other
think
door,
we're going to go to
probably.
the other door because we're already set. And
We can just
yeah, so we're just going to
the fiend
confront and we're going to get 3 6s, which
is the whole thing. So yeah.
I mean,
whichever.
unless we roll all 1s.
If we roll all 1s, you can re-roll.
I can re-roll the 2 heroic dice and they'll be 1s again.
You can pick this so that you get more re-rolls.
Oh, strength. Yeah, true.
This is more re-rolls. That's the only reason I clicked it.
Although it's a higher number too. Oh, but I guess with the 6s it doesn't matter. All right,
Yeah.
so what do we have here?
Look, we didn't roll all 1s. We win.
We could go and confront the other fight just to see.
Can we just cover all the boxes? Oh my goodness. Do you want to take a damage for the other fight?
I don't know. We'll definitely end because we don't have a reason to
We have 5
confront.
potion tokens.
And you're taking that item.
So like we have
Yeah,
5
so
health
we
sitting
only
there.
need 2 for we only need 2 potions to use aid on the 2 strength 5, assuming that we don't just have innate 6s. So actually, oh well, yeah, but we need it for 2 rounds. Yeah, so we're probably safe to confront, or not confront, but I'm saying confront because I keep thinking
Open
about
the
this
door.
confront, and then
I
I
say
keep
open
saying
the-
explore.
yeah.
I'm saying all the wrong words when I want to say enter a door. I'll take the damage.
What's your damage? I guess we could have taken an extra door even probably, but
Devastate. That gets us a strength 6 that we don't really need, but
and it costs time, but I can prevent the time. And we could also get another agility and swap out if we want for something. I mean, yeah, I don't mind.
I mean,
fighting this.
we'll enter.
We'll smash it.
I mean, if we don't confront, then something is wrong with you, John. Or us.
We might just roll and cover the boxes without confronting.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Well, I already have agility 6, agility 5. You got
That's
lots
true.
of stuff.
Yeah, you got all your skill-based stuff. And we have rerolls.
So
of Yin
like
Yang.
fireball. Oh, right. Well,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Just go
It
back and
doesn't
hit
matter.
Go back and hit confront to get all our dice back.
Sure. Okay. Okay. So Fiend backs down for a moment and is no longer a threat at all. All right. So the mana is good. Probably agilities we need more of because the strength is good between Fireball and Flamewalk and Charm
Taking
Panthers.
One of each. We have enough for everything.
True. Yeah, this is just steamroll at this point.
Like, I could use these for that, but it's better to use my heroics for it.
Don't put a heroic on the card. Well, I guess we could put one heroic on the card because we won't spend too much time. John? Is there something you want to say, John?
Roll one of everything. Increase by 1. I don't know. Sure.
Yeah, the agility. Oh, I guess. Actually, no, we don't need the agility.
We have, like, Panthers and we have everything. We're just, like, loaded up with silliness.
Let's see how many shame dice we can get on the Moss Golem.
You have ways to spend your strength dice?
No, because you're the only person with a strength skill, and you spent your heroics on it.
It's because we exiled strength.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like, I mean, we don't need, you can just put your 6 on that 4, so like, whatever, so go ahead and do more stuff. Yeah, we're just like ridiculously overpowered. Yeah, it shouldn't be popping up that message that's like that you gained a thing from a skill. It's gonna like make sure notifications don't come up from your own skills. That's probably a thing I need to adjust. That's why we're in beta testing. Oh, and would you like me to do some agility things? Pew, 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 rogue, 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 jump, jump, jump.
And now shame.
It's so much clicking to get all this shame. Let's go.
We just need a button that just puts all the dice in the shame box.
Yeah, I need a secret shame button for Chris. The shame.
All right, I think we're good. I think we don't even need to show how the stream finishes. This is an exercise left to the reader. How do we beat the boss at this point?
Devastate?
For those of you watching at home, please leave a comment on the YouTube video as to how you think we can beat the boss. We'll finish this fight next time on Dolphin's Dive. To be continued. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you want one of these?
I'll take Devastate.
Okay. Then you have it. And we can avoid spending the time too.
It gives us a little extra mana. It gives us a strength 6 if we don't want to use aid for some reason. The fiend disappears into the murky depths.
Yeah,
all right, so
once you get to the boss,
I'd say just you take the heroics because I just don't have a use for them.
Okay.
Other than maybe Fireball or Flame Walk, but I don't know.
If only you had some magic to use on Fireball or Flame Walk.
I know, right?
All right, so do we want to drink Piercing or not use it unless we need to?
Oh yeah, we still got to use the piercing potion. But we have enough potion tokens for that, right? Yeah. I mean, sure.
We don't have to, but
then you have it.
we want to wait until we do our rerolls and then we can go back if we decide.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll reroll heroic, I think. Good, better. That's my one reroll. I am immune to time. You don't have a reroll, do you?
I have a roll.
Where?
Oh no, I don't. Never mind.
You did, but you traded it.
Oh yeah.
So now we're out of
you
rerolls,
have balanced
so
attack.
Let's use piercing. It seems like a good idea. You can have the drink.
I would say you take the drink because I'm using aid.
I think you can end up healing either hero, though, right? So
No.
No?
If I use aid, then I heal, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
I mean, all my years of experience with one deck dungeon kind of
you know
says...
more than me, so why don't you go ahead and do what you got, and then I'll clean up the rest.
Okay, we
I
don't
think
need...
we probably don't need
mana
aid.
numbers.
So don't use aid unless we get to the end and we can't. We need to use it.
Yeah, but we don't have a strength 6 just yet, is the thing.
I'm gonna have a strength 6.
You're gonna... Oh, because you could precision it.
And
yeah.
I might. Oh, actually, balanced attack rolls, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, so I have another roll, actually. We could go back and do that before we drink the drink. I guess 1 heroic and 1 strength I should roll into that. I guess a 4 and 5 are nothing. So 4 and 5 are as good as
Well,
ones.
were you going to precision the
Aren't they?
5?
Oh, that's true. I can precision one of them. Okay, we'll put the 4 in the 1. That's where my other 6 was coming from.
Yeah, that didn't get us the other 6.
Do we want this?
Mana is probably the most important.
Okay. And I can.
Because I mean,
use
like,
these.
that's the only one that, like, that's the only number that matters. Because the other dice can't go into 6s anyway, so...
Well, what we can do, we can just, like, put dice around and then use the potion, a piercing potion, like, after.
Yeah.
So, we'll do this. And I got magics and heroics that can do stuff. I mean, I could just use all my spare agilities to fill up that box, right? That I can't use for anything else.
4, 8, 13, yeah, and I will have spare agilities too, so we don't need piercing this round. So now to redo the fireball, and then the flame walk.
Yeah, and we can probably make a heroic. Because does aid work on heroics or only non-heroics?
Time was spent. But
I
we
thought
used
prevented
immunity.
it.
Yeah, I
Maybe
feel
that
like it's either a bug or this doesn't count for time spent in skills.
Should immunity? I'm gonna ask Chris that. Should immunity save you from exiling a die in the boss fight due to devastate? I mean,
I'm
we
gonna
can
exile an
a die.
agility die.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's the least important one because we can get a lot of 6s in other ways. So I have a 6 there now. Right, I think the other agility 6 I was assuming was coming from precision is part of the problem.
Well,
I do
made
have
one
this 6
with
here.
precision already.
That's why I was thinking why we're getting that
can't
strength
make
6. Yeah.
I just only
Well,
happen to roll.
at worst we can just ignore the
any.
top one.
But like we have enough agility. We don't have to use piercing because we just have enough extra agility to throw in. And then we could use aid if you want to.
I want to cover that. There you go. Jeez.
You can use aid if you want to make a heroic 6.
We don't need it this round.
All right, because we could just do it next. We could just getting 5.
If we
versus
cover
4
all the
doesn't
skulls
matter this
next round, we win. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Cool. Wow, ones. You ready for a clarity potion? Ooh, good. All right, 1s and 2s. Clarity
1s and
potion, let's
2s.
go.
Woo!
Hey, so for those of you out there who play One Deck Dungeon, you're like, I rolled a bunch of 1s and 2s. This game is impossible. Let's see what happens in this round. Is it impossible? Or is it not impossible?
I am not worried at all.
Yeah. And Lude knows what he's talking about. So we have a reroll, probably a heroic. Okay. And we can throw some strength. I mean, I may as well throw both strength, because whatever the other one is, I can...
You're getting a strength back from that, yeah.
Yeah, I can precision whatever it is I get, and whatever it is doesn't super matter. Oh, what I used precision last round was on a strength, right?
It was on a strength die, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you increase that 4 to a 5 and then... well, I guess you could already precision it with the 2, is the thing.
I'll increase the magic, because I think that's more important.
Yeah.
And that's our rolls. So we'll do that. That's another 6. You got the other 6. So we're all
I
good.
do.
We win.
So you could precision the strength this time.
Yeah.
I mean, you did it last time, so you obviously could, but...
And we'll just use piercing to save ourselves some time.
Sure.
Yay! I can put dice in boxes. Here, have some magical help. Alright.
Alright.
Time to cast some spells.
Now for my turn. Alright. First, we fireball. I'm going to throw the ones in there.
That's your hot wings.
Then we flame walk. Then we devastate. And then we exile a die. Oh no! Exile a strength. Right? I have Charmed Panther still, but it doesn't do anything other than convert to a heroic, which conceivably we would need.
Don't think we need.
Except for the fact that all the squares are covered.
And most importantly.
What? Everyone in chat is like, what? How did they win that? They had a bunch of 1s and 2s. I had given up on them.
This game is impossible. You only roll 1s. It's RNG.
That's why I love the fixed skills so much, because after a certain point, it doesn't matter what you roll. You will be able to get everything you want.
We didn't even use our Charmed Panthers at all.
Unfortunately, we can only use it once because we ran out of dice. But
well, we make some heroics. We just would run out of dice. Anyways, with whatever. All right, we win.
We win.
Drink all our potions.
Yeah, let's get fully healed now.
Continue ignoring all armor icons. Ah.
Yeah, let me check the aid thing. So if I use aid, I'll drink it. I turn these. Oh, you do heal. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I thought it was
who targeted it would heal was my thought. Okay.
I think it can heal any player, but it only affects one hero's dice.
Yeah,
I believe. And then the reason why
something.
Who drinks it is because of like Alchemist. So.
Yeah.
Or also because if like Alchemist and like if it affects a certain hero's dice or whatever. So.
But we won.
Oh wait,
we survived. We won on Fearless with this fiend.
So many checkboxes.
13, which is the best number.
The rogue is going to do some cool stuff. You're going to actually get her some skills that you're just going to fill up boxes and partially get her. Then she's just going to suddenly level up all at once everywhere.
I don't know. I focus more on like what is the highest box I can cover, even if it doesn't necessarily get me things.
Yeah, but you never play the 1-star dungeons, so...
True that. I just reach a point. Well, like, I mean, the thing is, though, that, like, how many circles are there? There's a bajillion. Like, 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, right, 27 times 6 is 42, 162. There are so many circles I need to cover, whereas there are far fewer squares and pentagons. I don't know.
So
I am focusing more on aggression because I love the aggression focus a lot more, but what I am gonna do is get this Fearlessness
Heroic
is
die.
really good.
Blind Bluff. It's good too.
Bull Rush is really good with this fiend.
It counters it specifically.
So I'm going to take it.
Cool.
That's Rogues. Aquamancer
Oh,
is
brand
vanilla.
New. What's your strategy on a brand new heroes checklist, Luke?
Squares. No, I'm kidding.
Just only the squares. Don't get any stuff.
Yeah, brand new checklist. I have not seen this in a very long time, except for, I guess, in the Gauntlet mode. Or, Mist 2.
I guess Gauntlet mode, yeah. You see that.
Yeah, so I could get durability immediately.
I feel like
I think
Veteran
a basic
is pretty
skill is a
valuable.
bit better, yeah.
Because that's like very, even like forceful.
I mean, filling out the basic focus first is important because you'll always have that one.
Yeah.
And then deciding on what focus you want after that, although my decisions are mostly between healing and aggression.
You just love that. I mean, Dungeon has a free heroic dice, but it's only against the boss.
Yeah, it's a bit worse. I mean, there's utility to all of these to be sure, but I feel like Fearlessness by itself, even if the other three were just blank, like I feel like Fearlessness would still make aggression really good.
Yeah, I mean, like if Valor comes up when you're playing on the base deck, it's like, yes, I will take that skill every time. I actually took the Peril version, Wisdom, I think, in a game. It's like, okay, sometimes.
If it's like the very first, if it's like one of the first few fights you see, it's generally worth it because it will last the entire dungeon.
Yeah.
And then you can convert it at the end for experience.
But I think the 4 XP at the beginning of the game is probably more valuable, though, than the old Peril
maybe.
heroic die, maybe.
But I mean, like,
Yeah,
the thing
I mean-
about Peril skills is that you have far fewer dice for them in general. Like, an extra heroic die means you have an extra die in every single Peril.
That's true, whereas getting an item is like 1/3 of the time, or like half of the time, maybe, because you can choose Peril options, but...
Yeah, I think I'm going to just focus on durability after this. Crafty's also kind of cool, but...
Gotta do a harder dungeon for that.
Yeah, but I'm not good at this game. All right, so that... Oh, and also statistics. Aquamancer is at 0 to 0 because I'm sure those statistics tracking is not set up yet because it's not in the wild.
Yeah, that will be once it ships out to Steam, it'll be starting tracking there.
Yeah. I got 7 fiend confrontations out of 0 all time. Oh, and look at that. We still got too many 1s and 2s, even though we're using the thing that makes it less likely.
Small sample size.
Small sample size, indeed.
Also, you could still win the game. You could still win the... You could probably win the game rolling all 1s and 2s. Like, if you set up well in the first 2 floors, if after the 3rd floor you rolled all 1s and 2s, you could probably still reliably win.
For sure.
Obviously, on the very first few encounters, that can screw you over, but it's a roguelike. You start again. It's kind of how it is sometimes. What do you think about fiends in Gauntlet? I don't know if you've thought about that or looked at that yet as a strategical...
I have not. I mean, this is like the first time I've beaten a game with a fiend. As in, this is the first game I finished with a fiend.
Right.
There was one time, if you remember from several weeks ago, when I started a one deck dungeon stream and I was like, oh look, there's a button here for continue game, and I clicked it and it did a black screen and then it put me back here. That's because I had started a beta game with fiends and it didn't load it because it wasn't in the public version, and so that's what was going on at the time. I had started a game with a fiend and then I didn't finish it. I got to floor 2 and then I thought it's cool, but I needed more thought than I was able to give it. I just like started a game while I was waiting for something else to happen and didn't have the right mind space to really wrap my mind around it. I was just curious as to how the mechanics works. But anyway, I think they're cool.
Yeah.
As you said, it gives you a reason to get extra dice in an encounter. It makes the ends of encounters more interesting, and as far as gauntlet mode goes, I'm not sure yet, because you're starting from absolute 0 there. But you do get extra check marks, though, which can help with the overall gauntlet experience.
That's an interesting balance. So, not sure how that would sort out. It also, like, it makes it harder, but also can be helpful. So it's not always clear exactly, like, you could take advantage of the fiend, right? If you are able to.
Yeah,
like we were able to, like, save up the confront to, like, roll a bunch of 6s, even though actually we never got into a situation where it, like, saved us. It could have.
Yeah, and the ones that allow you to heal 1, if that triggers 3 times, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, lots of healing, lots of roll heroics. Yeah, I've definitely found that I've not been like this. That was the first game where, like, I've been able to take advantage of the fiend on the 3rd floor. Usually it's like run to the boss as fast as possible, spend extra time so that we get to the boss and not have to deal with the fiend. Because
Terror Shell is terrifying. Decrease every even rolled die by 1.
Terror Shell is faultless.
Exactly.
Right, so you show up on the 4th floor or the 3rd floor, and you have that as your like effect, and it's like even trying to cover the fiend box is hard because it's reducing all your dice basically, or half of your dice. Like you can't roll 6, right? With that, you just can't roll. 6. And there's another one that does that to heroics all the time. I think is it Spout Elemental?
I don't. Well.
Yeah, every roll.
Oh yeah, every rolled. Yeah.
So that
I was thinking it's also it's an effect in one of these dungeons as well. I think on floor 3. Somewhere. Yeah, Hydra's Reef.
So do Hydra's Reef and Spout Elemental.
And now your heroics are all trash. Woo!
Your heroics are maximum 4.
50% chance of 1.
Yeah, or like there's another one that reduces the poison rolls by 1, and then there's a fiend that also reduces poison rolls by 1, Tidal Snake. So you could have all your poison rolls reduced by 2. I think it might be Indrax. Oh, it's Vile Roots. You just headed up.
Oh, is it? Yeah, literally right there. Yeah, Indrax. No, what? No. There's no Indrax here, John.
I said Indrax, and I was like, oh, wait, it's Vile Roots.
Oh, like, this is Indrax, right?
There's another dungeon called Indrax, yeah.
But yeah, it was this one.
Yeah. So interesting combos. I know Chris has done a lot of playtesting, but I'm sure some interesting things will come up as more, it goes out to the thousands of folks playing One Deck Dungeon, especially now with the big sale.
There are dozens of us. Dozens.
Jeremy wants to get Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to play One Deck Dungeon on Twitch, so we'll see if that happens.
Boy. Oh boy. Pretends to be a bot. All right, John, I need to take the mouse back.
Think about getting followers.
All right, well, thank you all for watching this Dolphins Dive stream with the premiere of with, I almost said Infernal Relics. That is incorrect. Very incorrect. Abyssal Depths.
Yeah.
It's not the premiere directly because the premiere happened in was it Friday? Saturday?
Yeah, last Friday.
Last Friday with actual Chris C something.
Chris Sizlik.
The
designer.
I could visualize the name, I just couldn't figure out how to pronounce it. But Chris Sizlik. You just said it. Sizlik.
Yeah, its spelling looks like it's complicated, but it's just Sizlik. Like
my last name is very similar, but I'm not going to say it publicly on stream. But yes, it's the Handelabra premiere of Abyssal Depths. So we'll be looking forward to this, I'm sure, in the future. Playing some fiends more on stream.
The Steam page is live, so I should link into it. It's coming out on Wednesday. BT dub.
Oh. Okay, so next week it'll be public. I didn't know it was being released that quickly.
Yeah. Do I have... Come on. Store.stem powered? No, Store.steam powered. This is the one. Here is the. I can post links. I have the power. Click
All right,
here,
John
add to
will
your
take
wish
care
list.
of post the links.
Coming out on Wednesday, October. Oh, we're even streaming on that page.
Nice.
I
Hi,
see
John.
Me. I see me.
Nice.
October 28th, approximately 5 days, or whatever math. Check that out. There's no video of it yet, I don't think, except us right now.
So you can watch this video to see how it works.
This very moment. Yeah, so that's going to be coming out on Steam, iOS, and Android. We're excited about that. We were hoping to get it out for the Digital Tabletop Fest that started yesterday or the day before, but we wanted to give it a little more polish, and so it wasn't quite ready. So, but it'll be out just after.
And this is why Handelabra is a great company.
Yeah, we do our best.
They don't release unfinished products. They make sure it all works very well. Not that's not to say there aren't bugs in there. Hashtag Oblivion. Hashtag thanks,
sure
John.
they're at least half-baked.
They're half-baked, exactly. So be sure to get Abyssal Depths pre-ordered or purchased after Wednesday, because it's an excellent expansion. There's no extra dungeons. There's only 2 extra heroes, but the fiends add an extra element to the game that we saw today. Definitely adds an extra level. Not necessarily difficulty. I mean, there are some extra difficulty elements, but even at the end, even though we were steamrolling, we were trying to strategically decide whether we needed to actually confront or not. So it's very interesting and very cool indeed.
So I'm looking forward to you defeating all of the hardest dungeons on the hardest difficulty of the fiends in Gauntlet.
Yeah, so if we were doing reflection, so this was 444 2s 46 on extra, it would be 555 2s 3s 56.
And I'm not sure if it changes.
And you can only convert to heroic dice once per encounter.
Once per encounter. Once. I don't think we didn't really do
Add armor to. Oh no, that was the same. Never mind. I was mistaking that with the strength one. But that's that's the only other change.
Add armor to all boxes, which, as you saw, actually isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
When everything is armor, nothing is armor.
There is it Yeti? Yeah, all strength boxes gain armor. That makes things kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because you would cover boxes that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to cover. Anyway, be sure to check out the game yourself when it releases on Wednesday. Check out the other streams we have on this channel. Every Tuesday is Handelabra Live with John and sometimes Jeremy, 2 of the leads of Handelabra that like to demo content before it is publicly available, even though they fail to do so with One Deck Dungeon. Cough, cough, but not really.
Doing Sentinels.
they're doing Sentinels for the 6th-year anniversary, indeed. But they were also demoing challenge mode Sentinels in Villains of the Multiverse and Trickster Kismet and Oblivion, which is very exciting stuff that I will someday consider the possibility of doing on my own stream. But
Oblivion.
That I guess has to happen at some point. But Oblivion is still such a marathon fight that, as I told John, I'm going to wait until I can get through an Oblivion match without rewinding more than a bajillion times. So Thursday is Dolphin's Dive, as you've been watching here. We do strategic dives into all Handelabra products, except for Bottom of the Ninth, but maybe someday we'll do that. Every Saturday is Spirit Island Saturdays with John and sometimes myself and usually Seamus Butler, and also potentially you if you claim the 20,000 point reward to be a guest on Spirit Island Saturdays. And every Sunday is Tales from the Archive with another letdown for some storytelling Sentinels, sometimes with a little challenge flair. Not challenge mode, but likes to impose some random story thematic challenges types of things. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, and Aeon's End are available on Steam, iOS, Android devices, and Spirit Island is on Steam and will be available on iOS, Android tablets later in the year. Find more information on those games at Handelabra.com. Until next week, it was Lou Dolphin, no digits, and Migrant P, no digits.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good night, everyone.